Mm, yeah.
All right, press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. All right, let's go. All right. I do apologize. I thought it was set for motherfucking 6 p.m. my time, but shit, it was set for 5. Oh shit. But it's all good. We don't keep this motherfucking show going and flowing. We're just go ahead and throw the rat bonus in for the day. Cause we gotta touch up on this shit right here. I know it's the hottest thing on the YouTube streets, but we gotta call the shit for what it is. You know, we really do. You know, matter of fact, let me shout out some spiritual donations right quick. Because I caught these at the tail end. I'm gonna say them again. Initials MP, much love for your spiritual donation. Initials VR, much love for your spiritual donation. Yeah, shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's been fucking with me. My shadow watchers, my playback watchers, people in the chat. And let me see who else. Oh yeah, let me see. The motherfucking haters up to date, man. I got 7 dislikes already. I ain't even started. Shout out to my haters too. For they come by and fuck with me. Gotta shout y'all out, you know. Let's see. We got 20 people in here. Oh, okay, we even out, you know. That's what's up. You know, we're gonna grow in a minute. Let me see. Let me go ahead and shout out the chat. I ain't get there in a minute. Lotus, welcome to the room. Orange, welcome to the room. Tabitha, welcome to the room. Twinkie. Nicole Reloaded, welcome to the room, sister. I am who I am. Welcome to the room, bro. Mange, welcome to the room. Let me see. Did I say Lotus? I did. I believe I did. If I didn't, I said it again. Ivy Lee Cutie, welcome to the room. Brother Mo, welcome to the room. Let's see. Anybody else? Okay. Be Vegan, welcome to the room. Ebony Williams, welcome to the room. Yeah, like I said, I thought I had it set for 6. I guess I lost track. I should have threw on my alarm once I said it, because that's what I usually do. But since I'm an hour late, we're going to go ahead and throw the rat bonus in for the night. I was going to wait till tomorrow to do the rat. Yeah, we ain't forget about you, bitch. We ain't forgot about your motherfucking ass, bitch. We still gonna stay on your motherfucking head, bitch. Don't think for a motherfucking minute. Oh, no. We just finna call this bullshit out. Then we right back on your ass, bitch. Press 1 in the room. Welcome to the room, Shane. Shout outs to my resource room, niggas. You know, I'm over here sipping. Let me see. But let me go and get my flow music on so I can get in the groove. There we go. All right, let me adjust this volume and shit. But as we can see, we got strong mommy Chrissy right here. Yeah, we're gonna touch up on this case because it needs to be called out. Seems like the sister is about to get evicted. And everybody know when I talk about strong mommy Chrissy, I don't too much bash her like I do the rat. I have got a comment in the comment section talking about I'm hating on her and all that. I'm not hating on this sister about the money she makes. That sister needs to make every dime she can get. I'm all for that. And reason why, because she has 9 kids to take care of. But as we can see, just the overview, we might not know her business, you know, the ins and outs, but just to see that there's a fucking problem. Let's be honest. Let's be just like we do the rat, call out the motherfucker rat on no bullshit, which we have fun doing. We don't have to call the bullshit out when we from this shit. It's not to knock her down. You know, I do pray and hope that she does, you know what I'm saying, get back right. You know, I'm listening to a lot of her videos, and I also listen to other creators' videos as well. You know what I'm saying? To kind of get, you know, kind of overview on what's really going on, because I haven't been following Strong Mommy like that. You know. But when I heard of the situation buzz, I'm like, oh my God, you can't say this is true. She's about to get motherfucking evicted. with 9 kids. No, this can't be true. And lo and behold, it is. And I listened to her video. And listening to her, I didn't call her some bullshit. I'm just gonna call it for what it is, Chrissy. I heard your bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I'm gonna play it, y'all. But for the most part, we're just gonna, you know what I'm saying, call it for what it is. Like I said, once again, I'm not hating on her. If she make 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, she needs to make that. I'm all for that. She needs it. I'm pretty sure she probably needed more than anybody in this motherfucking room with 9 motherfucking kids. You know, shout out to Lil Junebug. I like Lil Junebug too. But like I said, for the most part, this is not to bash her. It's just, you know what I'm saying, to call a bullshit out when we see it and hear it, because we see a fucking problem. Now, I'm not going to get on the other chicks that, you know, who she was turning up and living their best life with down in Houston, because Chrissy knew she had that problem before she went. That's a fact. She can sit up here and say this shit in the motherfucking video that, oh, I didn't know about this, I didn't know about that. No, you knew. You knew. There's some other things that, you know, I didn't heard and also seen on her end. And it was well as others' ends too. That this pregnancy scare she had with dude. And y'all remember, most of my people in her was fucking with me. Y'all remember when I called that shit out. And you go back to the video. Can she afford to date? Y'all remember that video? Can she afford it? Can Strong Mommy Chrissy afford to date? I just kept it 100. I don't know how many, they saying 2, but we know for a fact she doesn't have good credit. And then I come to find out, the Audi got repossessed. You know, that's why I say she is not like the rat, but she kind of falls in the same lane with the rat, because it's like they got shit kind of fucked up and twisted on how life really supposed to go and how life should really be. You're supposed to learn from your mistakes. You're not supposed to keep repeating yourself. Like I said, once again, I'm gonna keep saying this throughout the motherfucking video, because I don't want nobody coming over here, oh, you just mad because she make more than you. No, if she makes more than me, I'm for that. She needs to make more than me. With 9 motherfucking kids, she needs to make more than me. I'm not going to motherfucking sit here and, oh, man, you know, why she getting all that money? No, she needs it. She needs it. But the thing of we seeing right here, we're seeing neglect. We're seeing a lot of bullshit. Once again, this is something we all should learn from. You know, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to kick her down. Not this time. Just because it's the second time, Chrissy. Now, the third time, I'm gonna be like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to put you in the same boat with the rat. We see the rat fuck up all the time and sit here try to make every motherfucking excuse it is and won't take accountability for her bullshit. Ain't that right, Sansa Ray? But what else? Something else I want to touch up on. Yeah. Let me get back to that. The pregnancy scare. Now, you mean to tell me, Chrissy, I ain't trying to get to your sex life, but I'm just, like I said, I made that video for a reason. That baby was what, 4 months old when you said her, oh, I'm finna go on a date. I'm like, yeah, hold up. Didn't you just have a baby like 3-4 months ago? Don't you think that's a little bit too soon? Now, I'm a nigga, you know what I'm saying? I like fuck like a motherfucker, but shit. I know for a woman, you definitely gotta be a little bit more careful. You know? But it's like you like fuck it, you know. Shit, you know, this baby old enough or that's good enough for me. Shit, I think go out, you know, enjoy my life. Yeah, you're supposed to enjoy your life, but at the same time, you got 9 responsibilities that you have to look after for, and that's more important than anything. Like I said, this is not the shit on her, but I am going to call her out on her motherfucking bullshit that she's saying in this video. Because I see it, Chrissy. I see it. Like, you sit here and call me a lie. You can sit here, I don't know what I'm talking about. But goddamn it, I was born 19 motherfucking 70 something, but goddamn, I wasn't born motherfucking yesterday. I know that for a fact. Let me see. I want Chrissy to make her coins, but she's an irresponsible drunk. She puts men over her kids, but I still don't hate her. I do like her. I get that, Twinkie. I can get that. But you know, like I said, what I want to say about that pregnancy scare, I didn't really get a chance to really kind of, you know, look at the dates, but I can tell y'all this for sure. It's less than fucking 3 months, and she talking about pregnancy with that dude. Whoever she dating. You ask me, I think it's a nobody, but hey, I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't follow her like that. You know, I look at her videos on how she edits them and how she kind of creates a storyline for herself. I see that too. But like I said, hey, it's entertainment if that's what you're doing it for. But if you sit here trying to actually make people believe this is how you are and this is what you're doing and this is how you are living, that's something different. You said she's fucking a new dude with breast milk dripping all over the place. Right, Nelly child? She is. It's funny, motherfucker, but she is. You said, what dude dates a woman with 9 kids? Shit, a nigga that wants some motherfucking pussy. Shit. I told you my motherfucking 7, well, I think it was 6 or 7 kids story. Y'all remember me telling y'all that? Shit. I wanted to kick it and fuck. Shit. But now, if you ask me, could I afford that relationship? Hell no. Shit, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Shit, I can't afford no shit like that. That's too much. That's out of my motherfucking league. But yeah, you know, like I said, we just gonna call this shit out for what it is. And also everybody, I know everybody like, damn, you know, she got evicted real quick. You know, we have consideration that she's in Nevada. Nevada laws are very different than other states. They I just kind of brief through it, and they do have like the standard, but from the sounds of it, I'm just saying from the sounds of what she's saying, seems like she's been going month to month. It seems like she's been going month to month. You know, because she sat there and said that she took the rent and they wouldn't accept it. And it's like, well, hold up. What the fuck you mean they wouldn't accept it? Then on top of that, how do you get into it with a person you see once a month? Yeah, how do you have an attitude, or how do you a person not like you that you only see once a month? You just supposed to go there and handle business. Drop your rent check off and say, hey, how y'all doing? There you go, my rent. Checked on the dues. They give you a receipt. Go on about your way. But you sit here talking about a landlord. It sounds like that was an actual, you know, real estate business that she running. And then you want to sit here talking about, oh, she know I have 9 kids, and it sounds like, we're gonna listen to it. You know, I want to y'all to weigh in as well. We're gonna open up the call lines. Cause I know it's gonna get heavy in a minute. Cause once they see this buzz and this shit, and we live about it, it's gonna get heavy. So once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to motherfucker comment and motherfucker subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up. Donate to my spiritual fund as well. But let's go ahead, dip and dive into Miss Chrissy right quick.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, and I'm back for another video. All right, so I'm sitting in my car. I am getting ready to go into Sam's Club to find some last-minute coronavirus essentials, if I can find them, because every other store is sold out of everything else. I will be recording my journey to see what it is I can actually find. It's actually scary and crazy as to what's going on, and at the worst time for me. But since I don't have the kids with me, they're at the house, And since, I have a little bit of daylight and a little bit of privacy and time, I thought I would sit here and talk to you guys about everything that's being talked about me on the internet and clarify some things and tell you guys what's really going on. Over the last few days has been brought to my attention that everybody has been talking about evictions. That's been the word of everybody lately. That's been the topic of discussion when it comes to Strong Mommy Chrissy. Eviction. I personally don't get why people are so invested. I think people try to do things.
Okay. Let me tell you why people are invested, Chrissy. When you throw things out there to them, they're going to be like, oh, okay, you got 9 kids and you got a Louis Vuitton handbag and a Hermes handbag. But what your 9 kids got? That's why. I think if you would go about things a different way, I think people will respect the fact that, oh, well, she's taking care of kids, don't mess with no, mother, 9 kids. But I seen in the chat that she comes off arrogant. And I've seen that before in you as well, Chrissy, from a video that I watched and played back to you guys. Y'all remember that? I'm like, wow, she has the motherfucking nerves to sit here and pitch her attitude with the people who watch her and support her. And then come off demanding like, oh, y'all watch me and y'all supposed to finance my lifestyle. And I'm like, really? No, you're supposed to be appreciative of these people watching you. When you hit that button live, that live button, it's time to entertain. It's time to talk, dance, whatever the fuck you do. Nothing but that. But when you get on there and you making demands like everybody's your friend and all that, and everybody's your family member and all that, then you kind of get kind of personal, and that's when they gonna get personal. It's just what it is.
Say things to pull me down, and it doesn't work that way. Life is a journey, to say the least, you know what I'm saying, in itself. So if I fall down or if I'm down on myself, that's one thing, but I will never let the next bitch make me feel one way or another, because I know nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Okay. So let's dive right into it. People are pulling up a public record that says that I have been evicted from my house that I'm in right now. And that is true and not true. And before everybody gets their little undies in the
okay, you're saying it's true, but it's not true. It's either one of the motherfucker or other, Chrissy. You talking about it's true, but it's not true. Well, I got evicted, but I didn't get evicted. That's how you sounded. And to everybody else that's listening to you, they're gonna be like, bitch, which one is it?
In a bunch. Let me explain. When you hear the word eviction, or when you hear that word, it makes it sound like I chose to not pay my rent, or I'm trying to like run off on the plug twice or something like that and get away with like living.
Run off on the plug twice. Chrissy. That's not running off on the plug twice. Okay. It seems like everybody using these terminology of words and don't know the real definition or don't equate them to the right sentence. Chrissy, didn't nobody front you no dope or no product. That's running off on the plug twice. When you do it repetitively. So you can't sit here and equate some street shit with some actual business, personal business that you supposed to have been handling. Basically, either one of the two happened, Chrissy. You didn't pay your bill or you violated. Either one of the two.
for free. I make plenty of money to pay my bills, to take care of my kids. I do all of that. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm broke or I don't have the money to do what I'm supposed to be doing. But
okay, you're not saying that I'm not saying that you're broke. I'm pretty sure you got something. The thing you need to look at, I know everybody's sitting here and gonna say, because I'm saying the same motherfucking thing too, in so many ways. But the principle of everybody coming out is that you have 9 motherfucking kids and you're being evicted. You have 9 kids and you're being evicted. So that's showing irresponsibility. So that's showing everybody that, yo, this is a chick with 9 kids and she's not responsible enough to keep food and shelter over their head and their body clothes. That's what everybody's looking at. The people with the right frame of mind. Don't get me wrong, you got your people that's going extra. You're gonna have that. Shit, I got a nigga went extra on me because I gained 20 more followers.
this situation is one of those situations of I don't even know the word to call this. I don't know what to call this. These are one of those situations where I don't know. It's an unlucky situation. Okay. Let me back up. Okay.
All right. She get ready to back up. I want y'all to listen closely. Listen closely.
When I moved into the house that I'm in, people said, oh, she got evicted, and that's why she moved into this house. Well, actually, my lease was up and my husband had just left me. And you guys don't know the whole entire story, but when he left, he took.
Okay. Right there, I just paused it because she with some things that she didn't cut out. I want y'all to get it. I don't know if y'all can tell that if y'all already watched the actual video, but she cut some things out. I can understand why you do it, Chrissy. Some things you don't want to everybody to know, but if you're trying to tell the truth, you need to have everything prepped up. You know what I'm saying? To give everybody an oversight to see the situation, that see the point of view that you're trying to put out there. But by you doing this, it goes to show that you're hiding something.
All of my money out of my bank account. So when I wrote my check for my rent for that last month, it didn't go through. And so that's it.
Okay, you wrote the check for your rent the last month and you said it didn't go through. Okay, now it's either one of the two things. You didn't have the money or the money didn't hit in time enough. And it sounds like you're living paycheck to paycheck. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, people, it's hard. Trust me, it's hard. That's why it's best to, to have a line of credit. That's why it's best to have good credit where you go be able to obtain a signature loan. So that, like I said, it tells me right here and there, she doesn't have the money. I mean, she doesn't have good credit. I can tell her that already, Chrissy. You don't have good credit. You can sit here and argue back and forth with me all you want, but you do not have good credit.
Exactly why there was an eviction, but I was already out. I had already moved out of the house, but legally, I'm sure that's what he had to go through because both of our names are on the lease. We're on the lease, and that's what had to happen. This was up. You guys know I moved in July or August, and then I moved out in August of last year. So I did the full year. I paid my rent every month on time. I never had any issues at all, right up until the end when she was getting rocky because I was going through a divorce, because I was going through a separation because he left me. He took my money out of my account. Like,
okay, now this is where she gets the Sansaran at. This is where she starts Sansaran. Oh, he left me and he took all the money out of the account. Okay, once again, this is where she Sansaran at. So if he left you and took all the money out of the account, how the fuck did you was able to motherfucking put some motherfucking money for a motherfucking meet and greet together? Can somebody explain that shit? Because meet and greet happened after that shit. Am I right or wrong, y'all?
The dog that he is. Okay. I didn't talk about that because I wanted to move forward off of that part, and I wanted to focus more on the fact that he left in my state and when he left, in which he left me. I didn't like, you can't stay in a place for free for a year. So I don't like when people come at me and they're like, oh, you didn't pay your rent. You don't pay your rent. I have to pay my rent in order to live. So I pay my rent on a regular basis.
Okay. She said the baby daddy that took all the money. And I remember seeing a video of her cutting up all his shit and throwing this shit out. And I'm not saying that couldn't have happened, but from what I'm seeing, I don't think that dude took her money. I don't think. I don't know if it's true. I mean, or not. But looking at it, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? That dude took the money out of her account. Let me see. STL is right. There's no reason for her to have issues with the landlord if she only sees her once a month. You're right. I can see if she has to contact the landlord regularly for maintenance issues. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, I can see that it could be an issue. But she's talking about, oh, the girl walked in the office, she didn't like me. I'm like, hold the fuck up. You see a motherfucker once a month and they just don't like you? Wow. You said it's funny she never mentioned this before. She is turning into Sansray 2.0. Yeah, and I started to make her ass Sansray part of Sansray 2 direct 2.0 for this year, but I said, nah, let me give her a break. You know, she got 9 kids and she trying. I can see her trying. I will say that. I can see her trying. But you know, this right here, Chrissy, come on now. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Look like the turnout was good down in Houston. Now, we're going to get to that part too. We definitely going to get back into that part.
Now, that was one of those, it was his fault, but my fault too, because I allowed myself to be in a position where he could have access to my money. So I took that L. I had no choice, even though it was.
Okay. I got to stop you right there, Chrissy. Now, ain't this last baby daddy her husband? She talking about she put herself in a position on where he had access to it. That was your husband. So if that was your husband, I mean, that's probably part of, that's part of the deal of being married. That's part of the deal being married. But you talking like he was your boyfriend and you gave him access to your financial information and resources. Like you got to take an L. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now. You walked into a fucked up situation as it is. You know that. That's why he's back with the ex who he was fucking with before you. So you've been taking a L since the first time you started fucking him. It's part of the game, baby. It's part of the game.
Really his L to take. But because, again, we signed a lease together, if he goes down for an eviction, so do I. If he goes down for something, I do too, because our names are tied together. So that's what happens. This time is a little bit more different, a little bit more serious, and a little bit more crazy. I don't really know how the law is out here in Nevada.
The fashion assassin, the same thing. That's the reason why I brought that up, because that shit happened last year. Not only that, she didn't throw a meet and greet, didn't make her money back. So, like I said, ain't no telling how much she didn't spend on that meet and greet. And I'm pretty sure she bought $5,000, y'all.
Or what is legal and what is illegal or whatever, because I generally don't have these issues. But
Hold up. Hold on now, Chrissy. You say you generally don't have these issues, but this is the second time. So you generally do have these issues. Like I said, I got to call you out for your bullshit. I just got to call you out.
And this is really hard for me to talk about because I thought about not even doing this video because I don't, first of all, it's embarrassing, right? I hate giving people a reason to talk shit, even though, you know, even more shit than they already talk about me. So
let me go ahead and say this, Chrissy. I guarantee you. Okay, hey, to my inbox, I'm finna pull you in. Okay, I'm glad you hit me because you know I get the going and flowing. But let me explain this to you, Chrissy. Then let me explain this to everybody else. When you have a good following like that, because I did watch a video of one guy and his wife who said they was cheering for her, and this man came on and made a video and said that, yo, look, me and my wife was sitting over here cheering for you. You getting better, doing better for your kids, holding it down for your 9 kids, and for you for the good. But they say once they started seeing you doing fuck shit and some fuckery and some ratchet shit, they say they just had to back up off of you. And that will happen. That will happen. They said she lost like 20-some, 30-some thousand followers. That's a lot. That is a lot. And it seems like she's going down more than up. And from the sounds of that goddamn video she was in down in Houston, I guess they supposed to all link up and do this baby mama web series or something. Well, if y'all do that, I mean, that'd be a good idea, but I hope y'all got everything strategized out. Instead of just jumping the motherfucking jumping the rope, hoping for the motherfucker. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say hoping for the best, expecting the best. Y'all need to, Chris, if you're talking about doing that, y'all need to actually get with some marketing people.
That's why I really didn't want to harp on this because it's just going to spark more and more conversation. And I really just want to dead the issue and pick up and move on. But it's one of those things you just, when you're have to address it. So I'm going to address it. Because again, when you hear the word eviction, you don't see what happened to lead up to that. All you see is, oh, she can't pay her bills. But anyway, so basically here's what happened.
Okay. Now she tried to bypass that. To my inbox, I just sent you the link. She tried to bypass that. It's like, oh, but anyway, she did a sanctuary. She did a sanctuary right there. She posted a video 20 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get into it. I don't want to get off track, Ebony. But hey, Ebony, email me the link. Email me the link. That way I can hurry up and go to it after I get out of this one.
I pay my rent every month at the same time. When I first moved in, I paid my rent on the 1st. But then I asked if I could switch it to the day of the month that I got paid, or the day after the day I got paid of the month, because I found it was easier for me to manage my bills if I pay everything when I got paid. Okay. And I did. I set it up like that with my landlord's wife, because that's who like kind of handled like the footwork of the properties and stuff. They own multiple. And I set it up like that with her, and we did it like that every month. And I did it like that again this previous time. However, we don't have the best, we didn't have the best professional relationship. I didn't really like her that much. She didn't really like me that much, but hey, you know, you're my landlord.
Okay, now here we go. We Sansaran now. She talking about who likes who don't like who. Let me tell you something, Chrissy. When it's get down to business, especially when you're dealing with dominant society. It's business. They don't give a fuck green, pink, or orange. It's business. So this shit you saying right here, you might be able to pull it off if it was another black person. Oh, they don't like me. If they didn't like you, wouldn't have did business with you. So you could quit right there. But we're going to go ahead and listen to you talking about, oh, this person didn't like me. That person in the office didn't like me. Nobody didn't like you. You sound ceramic. You sound ceramic.
Gotta have a level of respect for you. I pay my bill. That's it. But there was always this attitude, like when I paid my rent, I had to go to her office or their office to pay. And that's fine. I would do that money orders, 3 of them, because I couldn't get over $2,000 from my bank. So I dropped the money orders off and I get into it with one of the girls at her office. Over something unrelated, but just because she had a effed up attitude and I'm tired of it. I feel like they're racist. I feel like,
see, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now, Chrissy, I deal in real estate, and I do know a few agents out there. I don't want to have to dig, or I feel I have to dig because I shouldn't. I'm gonna tell you the realest thing. I mean, just come clean about it. You gotta let everybody know the details. You know what I'm saying, or why you in that position, or how you didn't, overlap, or whatever the fuck was going on. But the shit that you're talking right here, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't look right. That's what I'm going off of.
they didn't like me. I feel like they never did. So it is what it is. I got my receipt and I walked out. I left.
She probably was paying over $2,000, KD. We talking about she needs a lot of rooms for one. Then for two, she don't have good credit. Well, you don't got good credit, people, your fucking interest rate is going to be higher. If you don't got good credit, your interest rate is going to be higher. You saying she should buy a house? She don't have good credit. She's gonna have to clean her credit up. So that $5,000 that she put towards that motherfucking meet and greet, she should have put that towards motherfucking cleaning that motherfucking credit up. I guarantee you she'd be able to whip out a motherfucking $50,000 credit limit right about now. If she did that. But no, she want to turn up. She want to turn up. Oh, we're gonna get some more into that. I gotta catch it at the right time. We're gonna get into that. Yeah, she could buy a house out there. You know what I'm saying? It's all she needs, about a good 10. And she could have had it. She could have saved about a what? Good 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It had it 10K stacked up. He said she better ask her best friend Jazzy to help her out. Oh my God. I don't want to talk about that, sister, y'all. Because if I do, it's not gonna be nice. Half y'all women ain't gonna like me no more if I get to start on that Jazzy chick. Because I'm gonna tell you what I see. I'm just gonna have to call it like I see it. And if I do, y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say about her. The other Libs, like, I think she just, does what she does because she's silly and ratchet like that. But she has a hubby, so I see a little bit more balance. But you know what I'm saying, on her free time, she does, get loudmouth and all that. So she just acting. I could tell that. But the Jazzy Life chick, oh my God. Whew. What I gotta say about her, well, trust me, y'all, it won't be good. So I'd rather not even talk about her.
This was right before. This was like right before I went on the Houston trip. Okay, so I paid rent. I go on the Houston trip the day.
Okay, so y'all heard it right there. This is before the Houston trip. So she knew she had this problem. But I want y'all to listen to what she said about the Houston trip. Mark my words. There's going to come up what she said about the Houston trip. Let me catch it for y'all.
I leave. I get a message saying that she's not going to accept
Okay, we got 60 people up in here. I need y'all fuck with me on the likes. We got 32 likes. We about almost halfway, but let's go ahead and get me up to 45, y'all. Show me some love on the motherfucking this. I mean, on the likes if you fuck with me. Dislikes if you don't fuck with me. Also, feel free to comment and subscribe. And also feel free to shut the fuck up and donate to my spiritual funds just as well. As you can see, strolling at the bottom, along with my email. If you got any questions, point of views, what I'm saying, express your feelings and all that without making videos. You said you should have checked out Olivia live last night. Her and hubby was fighting on live. Yeah, I heard some about that. But Ebony, send me the link, email me the link to that video she just dropped. That way I can hurry up and pop off to it after I get done doing this one.
My rent, my landlord. And I'm like, that's not even possible. You can't even do that. And I was just like, okay, because let me back up a little bit. When I got into it with the girl at the office, I was like, you know what? I'm going to move from this property because I'm tired of being, I'm tired of having to go through this every month. I pay my rent every month, and and I don't have any issues with the.
You go through that every month. If you go through that every month, do you mean to tell me they don't have where you could direct deposit your rent to from your bank account? Or you can't mail it in? That way you don't have no interaction with them? They don't want a bank you could go to and drop it in? See, we listening to a grown woman who hasn't advanced into being a woman. Because she's making excuses for too many things. Now, everybody remember when I took the trip out to Vegas, right? Press one in Rome. Y'all remember when I took that trip out to Vegas for my birthday? Press one in the room. Y'all remember that? Now, I wanted to stay out there. Yeah, and I said that. Y'all remember on my live? I said, damn, I want to stay out here to the first, but shit, I got to get back home. I say that for a reason. I mean, I kept it 100 with myself because I had to get back home to handle business. That was more important. Other than that, if I ain't had no business, hey, I'd have motherfucking parlay to the motherfucking first. So I knew I had to handle business before I went out there. I know I wasn't able to stay out there no longer than shit 1 day. 1 to 2 days, put it like that, 1.5 days, something like that. I know I had to get back home. So you mean to tell me that Chrissy knew she had this problem before she left to go to Houston? Her mama is stuck trying to, relocate 9 kids.
Payment. It's the people that I have. So I guess she must have called back and told her what had happened and the fact that I said I was going to move. That's my, in my version of what happened in my mind. So while I'm gone, she texts me, the landlord, and she's like, I'm not going to accept this payment. I'm not going to accept this rent. And I was
okay. If she's not going to accept that rent, that right there tells us that there's must have been a filing. Hold on, what happened to Mo? Okay, he must drop off. Mo, if you dropped off, come on back. If she didn't want to accept her rent, that means that should have told her right then and there that there's a filing for eviction finna come, or she's finna get you evicted because she can't accept no more money because she already started the process. Y'all follow me along on that one? Y'all follow me along on that one. Press one and y'all follow me along. Welcome to the room, the beauty.
Just like, why not? And she's like, well, technically it's late. As per the lease, it's due on the 1st. And I chose, I had tried to set it. I set.
Once again, she cut that part off right there too and started off somewhere else. Oh, okay, Mo. I got you. So if you get stationary, just hit me back up and let me know, Mo. But yeah, she just cut that part off right there, y'all. You said I gotta come on now. I need you to keep up with me. God bless. Somebody feel God bless said. I'm over here VJ and DJing, answering messages. Come on now. I don't talk that fast. God bless. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm gonna drop the link later. God bless. I'm gonna drop it later because I need to stay on track.
Up like off the record pay when I get paid because it was easier for me, and she agreed, and so we was rocking like that every month. It was never a problem. I see some people walking out with nothing, and they just walked in here, so that's not good. Probably looking for some of the same stuff I'm looking for. I'm not looking forward to this, but anyway, let me hurry up and do this so I can get in here. So yeah, basically so when she texted me that, I was like, you can't do that. You cannot tell somebody that you don't want to accept the rent and you want to say it's not. And I have text messages in my phone where we have.
Yeah, they can. If they started an eviction process, it's no. Technically, they're not supposed to take no more money because they'll be like, oh, well, I paid her for that month. And then it'll be an argument back and forth when you get to the court process. And they're going to be like, okay, well, it could be a fucked up deal. When eviction process start, it's what it is. That's what she needs to get through her head. And she sit here talking about her rent late. It's like, wow. Well, if it's rent late, then you got to pay a late fee.
Agreed where, it was okay for me to pay her during this time. Now, granted, I know there's a big difference between when I get paid and when the rent's due. I know that. But I asked.
Okay, that right there. If you know that, just like you said, that means you need to have that money set aside and don't touch it. Come on now. That means you need to have that money set aside and don't touch it.
They accepted, and so that's what I was doing. It was never an issue until I got into it with the girl at the office when I went to drop off my rent before I went on my trip. So I was just like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Long story short, she said she didn't want to accept the payment. I'm like, you can't do that.
She can do that, Chrissy. She can. If she's telling you that means the eviction process already started. She didn't file for it. So that means you just paying rent. And shit, the money that took her to file, she might tell you, hey, you need to pay me that too. And then you're gonna look at her crazy, like, hold the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That ain't part of your rent, but it's the trouble that I had to go through to motherfucking get your eviction. KD said, I didn't hear that part where she said she had 3 money orders. So shit, she was three high. Wow. I didn't catch that. What did you that she had three? She had 3 money orders. You said Chrissy said she don't need God, she need dick and karma, I guess. And on YouTube streets that she been paying for dick, goddamn, I know that bitch paying for some motherfucking dick. Shit. I just learned that bitch so. Oh shit. I gotta talk some shit, y'all.
paid you the full rent amount. What else? And I asked her, what else is it that you need me to pay? Like, do you need me to pay anything else? Do you want, I mean, what is it that you need? Not saying that I owed her anything else, but just to remedy the situation. I'm out of town.
Hold the fuck up. Why would the fuck you want to pay somebody something extra if you don't owe her nothing?
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to be whatever. I don't really like her, but the issue wasn't with, I'm not, you know, whatever. So she didn't respond. No response. I'm calling because, you know, I'm texting you and you're not responding. So I'm calling her. She's not responding. The next day, she shows up at my house, or her in my house with a constable, kind of like a sheriff, a constable or a sheriff.
Now that excuse me, that right there can be true, KD. But so she had 3, so that's 6,000. Let me see. Cause you got me over thinking like a motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, what do you get? Hold up. Oh, KD. Hey, when I open up the call in line, KD, I'm gonna need you call in, sister. I'm gonna need you call in. As soon as I open up the call in line, I'm trying to speak through the show, y'all, because I was late, an hour late. Nobody didn't want to text me or email me like, nigga, the show's supposed to be started. So I do apologize. I'm trying to add the rat into this equation, but it's look like we're gonna be stuck all night on this Christian shit. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna fuck with y'all because y'all fuck with me.
They help with, I guess, lockouts is what it's technically called, when they get an order from the judge that you can to make you vacate. I'm gone.
Okay. Now once again, right there, she just cut and edit that part out.
They show up at the house. With the constable, whatever. And they tell my mom, who has the kids, they have 5 minutes to get whatever they can and get out. Like they gotta go. And my mom calls me and I'm like, how the fuck, you know, I'm going off. I'm confused. I don't know what the hell is happening. I'm not understanding why, you know what I mean? I'm not understanding what's going on. And it makes sense now because she didn't respond to me. So she was up to something. And that's what she was up to, planning to get me out without saying something. And I just wish, first of all, going back, I wish I would have just gave her the shit and not said shit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of put my foot in my mouth by saying anything because they already didn't like me. And me telling them I was.
There you go again. They already didn't like me. If they didn't like you, they wouldn't have did business with your ass. She over her Sansarini. She over her Sansarini, y'all.
Leaving probably made them be like, oh, you're leaving? Okay, let's assist you with that. Take care of it. I get my kids and my mom out of that situation. I tell them, you know, what to do, how to do it, where to go. I get them set up in an Airbnb while I'm gone, because this is an emergency situation. Understand how I felt, because I wanted to fly home right then. I figured, okay, my kids are safe. They're with my mom. You know, I'm here. I'm supposed to be working. And so I'm going to stay for this. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to stay. It was really, really hard for me to be in that situation and put a smile on. I was so upset. Being in.
You were so upset, but you were so turned up on the motherfucking Houston trip. Once again, everybody, I'm open up the call-in lines in a minute. So I want everybody who want to chime in on this, stick around now. Cause this shit right here, come on now. And everybody know I've been motherfucking when I do, I don't bash her. And this is not to down her, but this just goes to show you that it's a problem here. It really is. Excuse me. It's a problem. You know, she got people on her really rooting for her, which is good. I don't care how much money she makes a month. Whatever amount of money she makes, she needs it. She has 9 kids. She needs it. She needs it worse than anybody I know in this motherfucking room, including myself. She make $30,000 a month. She needs it. So this is not about how much money she makes. It's about her actions that we see. This is what this is about. Because she know damn well she had this problem before she went down to Houston to turn up.
Houston, when all this happened, made me upset. I was really upset. You can ask Jasmine. She was the only other person who I told what was going on, and I was like, I was crying. I was just like, I don't know what else to do, you know. And so I had to put on a smile. So, you know, I was looking back at some of the videos that I was editing, and I could see.
Hey, nigga, man, you my nigga at all, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Nigga, hey, I'm busting in that motherfucking mouth. I ain't busting in her ass. Fuck that shit. I can't afford it.
Like how I just was like, even in my last video where we had drinks and we went out to eat afterwards, I was just like, I'm not in a good space. Like, I'm not in a good mood. Like, I'm not feeling like myself right now. And at the time, I knew why, but I just was like, oh, I don't know why, but I knew why. It's because, you know, all this stuff was going on while I wasn't at home. And, you know, I was worried about my babies, even though I knew they were safe. I just was worried about everything. So, it was really hard to enjoy myself. I did have fun.
Okay. That's where I gotta stop you at. You said it was hard for you to enjoy yourself. From the looks of that motherfucking video, it looked like you was enjoying yourself from motherfucking time you motherfucking got on that plane to the motherfucking time you came back. Oh, well, I ain't gonna say that. Well, from the time that using motherfucker in the motherfucking clubs getting turned up.
And I put on a smile. I put on a poker face for you guys to try to get these videos and these pictures, because that was the purpose of me going out there. But it was hard the entire time. Been difficult. Okay. It's embarrassing. You should just not talk so much shit and just kind of keep your mouth closed. I'm too prideful sometimes, and I just don't like to be disrespected. And if I feel disrespected, I speak up on it. And I think that's sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's just like maybe you should have just not said nothing and just made.
Okay, let me say this again. Do I feel to get out? Yes. I would say 1 week trip a year, one mom's night out a month, and that's it. That's it. Because 9 kids, trust me, you can't afford it. You don't have time. Trust me, you don't have time. You don't have that strong support system there to help you out. It's like you walk around with a crutch. Don't say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Trust me, I can see it. You say, I wonder how many STIs she has had. Oh, I don't know about that. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and motherfucker subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up and donate to my spiritual fund, as you see strolling at the bottom. Also, we're gonna open up the call-in lines. So you want to chime in on this, stick around for the call-in lines. And everybody gonna be able to say, you know what I'm saying, state their claim on this shit.
Major moves in silence and just moved if you were gonna move or whatever. So anyway, that's that. Because if you look at the record, you can't see. I haven't looked at whatever people are pulling up. I don't even know how or why you would want to do that. How to do that or why you.
Oh, okay. Now there you go, Sansorani. Chrissy, people could see through your bullshit. And whoever looked that up, they basically called you out on your bullshit. I mean, it's just what it is. Like I said, if you'd have made your program showing your supporters and people who really rooting for you, more compassion. Now you say you gotta kiss their ass, because some motherfuckers expect you to kiss their ass and shit. But a little bit more compassion and sympathy towards your supporters, they just show the same back to you. It's just what it is.
want to do that, but I have not seen what it looks like. But if you can see, there's nothing there that says I haven't paid my rent. There's no big balance there or anything like that. She didn't accept my last month's rent.
Okay, it might not, some that might not be in there, but it's the reason why you're getting evicted is going to be on there, and that's going to be showing up in probably another 2 to 3 months. It's going to be public file.
But that's the only way she was able to get in order to get me removed. She couldn't have got me removed based off of previous months because there was no back rent that was owed. I turned it in. Like I said, I have text messages of her saying I'm not going to accept it, and she didn't. So I had my mom go get my money back from her while I was out of town. I said, okay, fine, you're not going to take it. And this was after she already did what she did. Now think of how traumatizing that probably was for my kids. I blame myself. I don't blame anybody for this. I blame me because I should have shut up.
Okay, well, you say it was motherfucking traumatizing for your kids, and you say you blame yourself. Well, then you need to motherfucking hold yourself accountable, not the landlord or the real estate company. You need to hold yourself accountable.
Should have just paid my rent and just left it at that. I shouldn't have been talking and saying nothing. But at the same time, she knew I had kids too. And I feel like if you don't like me or if you have a problem with me, then that's fine. Text me and say.
Once again, Chrissy, if she didn't like you, she wouldn't have did business with you.
I'm not going to accept your rent this month, or I will accept your rent this month, but you have 30 days to leave. Or, you have 7 days, a week, anything. Give me some time. Because I told her that I was out of town on business. She completely ignored me. And so, the whole.
You know why she annoyed you, Chrissy? Because it's in the courts, in the law's hands now. That's why.
Situation I feel like it could have been handled a lot better, and it just wasn't. I'm angry because I feel like I said, I have kids and she has children, and anybody who's a parent or a mother should understand, like, okay, I don't like you, I want you out, I don't want to deal with you anymore because I don't like your attitude or whatever. Let
me tell you something, Chrissy. I don't give a fuck if I deal with tenants, Chrissy. And let's say if I had a tenant, she come in, loud mouth and all that. That bitch can loud mouth her ass all the fuck she want. Long as she got that motherfucking paper in her motherfucking hands, we're good. Cause I know less than 5 minutes, this bitch gonna walk right back out the fucking door. Knock on wood, thank God I don't have that problem. So this shit you saying right here, Chrissy, that's why nobody's buying your bullshit. You talking about some motherfuckers who you see once a fucking month. You sit here talking about there's other measures you could have did by direct depositing into their bank account. Screenshot the motherfucking the receipt that you get when you deposit in their bank account and email it to them. And all you dealing with is the teller at the motherfucking bank, bitch. God damn, I'm sitting here talking like I'm talking to the motherfucking rat now. And I'm trying my best. Not to, ball out. I'm trying my best, y'all. So if it slip out, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, it just, I'm feeling like I'm talking to the rat, y'all. I'm losing it. I'm seeing Sans Ray over here. All right. Let's get back to Chrissy.
But, take a week and get it together and get out. It just wasn't, there was just no warning. There was just like, okay, boom, you're out. You know what I mean? That takes care of that part. Okay. So this is why I said there are two sides to every story, and I had to there's another side to this story, and I had to sit here and explain this because the narrative that has been given out is just like, oh, you have the money, it's tax season, why can't you pay your rent? No, I paid my rent. I paid my rent. She didn't accept it because, you know, we have our own personal indifferences, whatever. I just wish that she would have told me, I'm not going to accept your rent, move. And I would have moved in whatever time frame she would have given me instead of putting me in this position that she put me in. So we've been staying in Airbnb. Got a nice house in the school in the
Okay, she's staying in Airbnb. That's good to know that the kids are in a good place. That is. Once again, you fucking when you hit the likes. If you don't hit the dislike, feel free to comment and motherfucker subscribe. And also feel free to shut the fuck up, donate to my spiritual fund, as you can see, shown at the motherfucking bottom. Something else I want to touch on. Okay. Yeah, what I got posted right here. Chrissy, Grace Land said, Chrissy is a vile ass human being. All she does is lie and make babies. She doesn't care for CPS. She doesn't care for. Okay. CPS needs to be called. I would say CPS don't need to be called on this one, y'all. They don't. So anybody talking about calling CPS on her, don't call CPS on her. Seriously, don't. Now, if this is the motherfucking rat, we gonna call CPS on that bitch. But nah, don't call CPS on her. You know, I do believe, you know what I'm saying, I got faith in her more than the motherfucking rat. That she gonna get it together, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's gonna take some time with her because she hasn't had no discipline. And that's her problem. Chrissy hasn't had no discipline. But I think this may, with everybody, you know, getting on her shit, this may help. That's why I say, you know, don't kick her down. Just call her out for a bullshit. Let me see. What we at on? Because we get okay, we 47 likes, 10 dislikes. Let's get 55, and I'm gonna open up the call-in line. So let's go ahead and get 55 likes, and I'm gonna open up the call-in line.
Kids' school district still, so they're not far from school. And a couple days after I got back, I found another place, and that place is going to be ready for us to move into next week. So we're just gonna be in an Airbnb for another week.
So that's good. She found another place. You know, I just hope she do right, and I hope she able to keep this place. And while she keeping this place, I hope that she if she get her income tax, that she gets her credit together while she's in this place. So, Chris, if you're listening, you need to get your credit together. My email is at the bottom. Hit me up, and I will give you the resources to start the process so you get your motherfucking credit together. You know, I heard about your order getting repo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see it's still able to, you know, get around. So that's good. But I know you damn well you're gonna need a motherfucking car out there in Vegas. Trust me, y'all, she will. Because the motherfucking streets out there is very fucking long and fucking hot. Wait, all right, 50 likes. Okay. I need 5 more so we can open up the call-in line.
Week until we move into our new house. And at that time, I'll go and get all of my stuff out of the last house and we'll just move to a new house. I want to say this. There's never been any homelessness. I'm not homeless. We've been in an Airbnb. I don't have family out here to stay with. I don't really have any friends to stay with out here. So what is the next best thing? We're in Airbnbs, which are expensive. I've been dropping about $1,000 plus a week for Airbnbs, but I'm doing that because first of all, we don't have any family or friends out here to stay with. And I want my kids to be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. And so I'm just making this like it's a family vacation. Like we're just having a staycation until our permanent house is ready. So, you know, this is a difficult situation. I cried. I've been stressed. I've been upset. I know I haven't been posting. I've been feeling like at first before YouTube found out about it, I was like, you know, I don't really want to vlog because if I vlog, people are going to know I'm in a different scenery. I'm in a different setting. That's going to be a problem. Then they're going to want me to explain. And I don't want.
Okay, right there. That's how I know that Chrissy, that right there, what you just said, kind of confirmed that it confirms what you just said before about when you was down in Houston. Talking about, oh, you wouldn't, feeling like, going out once you found out that, your mom and kids had to move and all, vacate the premises and all that. Okay, we got 51 likes. Okay, we need FOMO. God damn, I got more haters coming in. God damn, my hater what you call it is rising, y'all. God damn. My haters pissed off like a motherfucker. They can't chat. You whole ass nigga. Can't stand your bitch ass nigga. Vegas is not that expensive. Soul flower. It's not that expensive. So let's go ahead and get 4 more likes. We'll be in the game. We're gonna open up the call right to chime in.
Explain, and I just kind of, it's embarrassing. I don't make any excuses for my part in what happened. As a grown-ass woman, I don't think it's okay to have an eviction on my record or to have to even stay in an Airbnb with my kids. Okay. But we do have a house.
Ain't nothing wrong with staying in an Airbnb with your kids, Chrissy. Think about it is they don't have a permanent residence because they mom down in Houston turning up. That's what we're talking about. Then not only that, I'm gonna touch a little bit back more into the Bay situation. And everybody know the last video I did of Chrissy is, can Strong Mama and Chrissy afford the date? That's the name of the title. You go back and look. And lo and behold, within 3 months, she's sitting up her throwing a pregnancy test. But let me get into that a little bit more because I want y'all to peep something. She hurry up and threw the pregnancy test up, y'all, because she knew she was gonna be down there in Houston getting fucked up, which is cool, which is fine. Cause she hurry up and threw that up because she knew that everybody been like, hold the fuck up. Ain't you supposed to be motherfucking pregnant or something? He was gonna, saying clown her ass. That's why she hurried up and threw that video up before she went to Texas. So a lot of what people saying on how you making these storylines, I gotta believe them. I gotta believe them. You said 30K. Man, if she was making 30K a month on YouTube or whatever the fuck, she would be in a $1.2 million motherfucking house, y'all. She'd be in a goddamn $5 million house if she's making 30K a month. She'd be able to afford that.
House. We are not homeless. We do have a house. We will never be on the street. We will never have to be in any position where they won't have a roof over their heads. That's one thing I can say, and I feel like any good mom would make sure that happens. So I'm blessed to have the resources to keep us in an Airbnb until our house is ready. I mean, now I know this is a hot topic and great for everybody to talk about. I just, I don't know, laugh at me if you want to laugh at me. Say I'm not shit. I don't know. Say I'm a bad mom. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not going to stop pushing forward. In life, you get knocked down and I just get back up. I dust myself off and I get back at it. And I will always do that. I'm not going to say I'm always going to be in this position. I pray to God I never have to go through anything like this again. This is the first time in my life I've ever had to do this or go through this. I've always had my stuff with me. I haven't been able to go back to the house, y'all. I've been buying brand new clothes for the kids. They've grabbed some clothes on the way out, but I've been buying brand new clothes for them every day. I've been buying.
Now, I'm not going to call her a bad mom. I'm not. But what I will call her is an irresponsible person. That's what I will call you, Chrissy. Because you knew that this was going on before you left and went to Houston. Somebody give me 61 likes. Cool. Let me open up the call-in lines. Hold on, let me open the calling lines, y'all. Give me a hot good minute. I'm gonna open up the calling lines, but I'm gonna say this. But like I said, I'm gonna call you an irresponsible parent. You know, you're down there turning it up. I'm trying to get to the part where she said that she was down, she's telling the landlord she was down there on business. So when did turning up become a business? Unless you the promoter or something. Then that's business. You weren't down there making money. You were down there spending money. Somebody explain that to me. How is that business when you down there turning it up? You said she made a video on how much she makes on YouTube. I mean, it's not nobody's business, how much she makes on YouTube. I will say that, but I know she makes enough to be able to keep a roof over them kids' head. That's what I will say, CNC. You said government funds and child support checks. Yeah, all that she makes. I mean, you could see that she's not disciplining enough to balance off her finances. We can see that. Because I guarantee you, she was paying the highest interest rate on that goddamn Audi. She didn't give a fuck long. She was able to leave off the lot with that motherfucker. That's why I got repoed. So that $1,000-$1,200 a month payment she was making should have been like $500 or $600 a month. She should have been paying no more than $600 a month she was paying. But when you got highest interest rates, that's what happened. So anybody a strong mommy Chrissy loving, they talk to her and they know how to communicate with her. Tell her, give her my email address. Tell her I'm more than willing to give her the resources she needs so she can get them off on credit back. I mean, I ain't gonna say credit back, right? Because that's definitely what I know she needs. That she can sit up here and tell y'all all fucking day how much money she make. Okay, you make all that money, Chrissy, but you got fucking bad credit. And I don't fuck with no motherfucking bitch with bad credit. That's bad conversation. Call it what the fuck you want. When you fuck with a bitch with bad credit, you fuck with a bitch like this. Like I said, call it what the fuck you want. But let me go ahead and open up these calling lines. It's gonna be strolling up on the screen.
Clothes for them every day, and or going to the store every few days, buying new outfits and stuff like that. I got on the same clothes from this trip. I didn't even, like I said, if I planned this, if I knew this was happening, like I would have done a whole lot better. I would have done a whole lot different. I got on the same shit.
If you known this was happening, you knew this was happening, Chrissy. You knew this shit before you fucking with. What you didn't think it was gonna happen so fucking quick because you didn't know the fucking laws. That's what happened.
From Houston, I'm washing and re-wearing the stuff that's wearable. I got some freakum dresses that I can't wear, like around the kids and stuff on a daily basis. But I've been washing and re-wearing stuff. I got my same shoes, my same leggings, my same little few outfits that I took out there. I haven't. Look, this is hard right now, but I just keep telling myself, look, it'll get better. Shit.
Yeah, it can get better. It's only gonna get better if you gonna want better. That's the way it's gonna get better.
Stuff hits the fan and it gets hard, and sometimes you fuck up and you make mistakes. And this is why I tell you guys, look, I get on here and I say I'm that bitch, and I'm always gonna feel like I'm this and I'm that. And I do that because that is really how I feel about myself on the inside, but I'm also real.
Okay. Let me stop it right there. That's how you want to feel on the inside. That's not how you really feel on the inside, Chrissy. Because if you want to feel better inside and out, you'll take time out for yourself to really make yourself feel good on the inside and out. And it's sitting up in her, trying to turn up and chase dick. that's not gonna make you feel good inside and out. It might, you know what I'm saying, be a nice, cool, fixed motherfucker, you know, for the time of. But when that motherfucking smoke clears and the motherfucker turn up and that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, wee session is over, it's right back to reality. And that's some real shit. Like I said, I ain't gonna shit on Chrissy. I don't care how much she makes a month, but I know she makes enough a month to motherfucking to provide a roof over those 9 kids' head. And this right here shouldn't be going on. Shout out to everybody that's fucking with me. Shout out to my shadow watchers. Shout out to my playback watchers. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat. I know I've been saying I'm open up these damn lines. I am. Do that right now. Okay, hold on. They'll go to call in line right there. Y'all might be there. So hold on.
Okay. And although if you guys wouldn't have been, if the reactors wouldn't have been talking about this, you guys may have not heard about this maybe until after I was already moved. I was forced to talk about this before I was ready.
Oh, okay. So you was waiting on reactors? I mean, I want to put this. Really, it should have been nobody's business. I will agree with her on it, but it did get out. I guess she wanted to see how far it was gonna go. Because the way she talking. Now that's the part I don't agree with. That's the part I don't agree with.
But I wanted to tell my side of the story because I'm so sick and tired of people making it seem like this is about money. Not every eviction or not every lockout or whatever you want to call it is about money.
You're right. It's not about money. It's about being irresponsible, Chris. That's what it's about. Hold on. Okay.
Sometimes it's about an indifference with your landlord, and that's my situation. Okay. And I'm not saying that I've never had an issue with money or paying bills in my past, because I've struggled like everybody. Okay. But this time, no, honey, I paid my damn rent. Okay. She just gave it back to my ass.
Okay. So she just gave you back your rent just to give you back your rent. Oh, I don't like you no more. Here, take your rent back. That's basically what she's telling us, y'all. Now, and I'm not buying it, and everybody else is not buying it either. Hold on. I'm trying to log into this.
Which is, I didn't know that was legal. I didn't even think that you could do that. But technically, according to Google, it's within her. They don't gotta accept shit from me if they don't want to. And nobody's landlord does. You don't have to accept anything. And honestly, if she would have accepted it, she wouldn't have been able to lock me out. So that's why she didn't accept it. Now it makes sense. But at the time, I didn't know that. I was just thinking she was being a bitch. Like, bitch, why are you taking? What do you mean? I'm not gonna take her in. Now I know why she wasn't trying to take it, because she was trying to get me out. But like I said, it's embarrassing. I don't like dealing with it. I don't like talking about it because it's embarrassing. I have no excuses for why this happened. All I can say is that me and my kids are safe. We've always been safe. They're fed, they're clothed, they're happy. And, we're moving. We have a house. So I don't know what I'm going to do. My address gets leaked every time I fucking move. I don't care what I do. People who are doxing me right now, I mean, I could sue you, but
Okay, that should go with the motherfucking sue and shit. But anyway, everybody, there's no need to dox her. Seriously, it's not. It's not. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody call out on no bullshit. I understand, but the doxing part, nah, it's no need to dox her unless she, unless she's doing some fuck shit. I can depends on what she's doing. If she's doing some shit like the fucking rat do, that's different story, different case. But we got Ivy League on the line. Can you hear me, Ivy League?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What you got to chime in about this?
You know, this is just a really of affairs. I quite frankly, and some people are not going to like what I have to say, but I don't really care. I am tired of seeing women, and I am particularly tired of seeing Black women set themselves up for failure in this way. Um, People need to stop, like, having all of these children out of wedlock with different men and different mothers and all this baby daddy, baby mama nonsense has not done anything for the Black community. And that is part of the reason why I do not subscribe and will never be subscribed to Chrissy or My Jazzy Life or any of these people who promote this struggle life, baby daddy, baby mama culture. It has not been beneficial. It hasn't been beneficial to the Black community. Stop with all of this nonsense. Okay? It's irresponsible. Like, we shouldn't be surprised that she's gotten evicted for another time. When you have 9 kids with 6 different men, you're irresponsible. And when you keep trying to get views because you keep saying that you might potentially be pregnant with baby number 10, like, that causes me to question, are you making a mockery of this?
Right. I agree with you 100%.
Like, are you making a mockery of this? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Like, she's younger than I am, and I've never been pregnant.
Wow.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you keep getting, I'm in my 30s. I've never been pregnant, which is another reason why I can say what I just said, because can't nobody check me about it. So, but it's just like this culture of irresponsibility. You listen to this and you look at Maury. People are just jumping into bed with people that they don't know. Get in a relationship, get to know the person, save money, get married, save even more money, and plan when you want to have your children and how many.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
It's not working for us. I cannot subscribe to people who are irresponsible and keep making these irresponsible choices. And I just watched the video of her on My Jazzy Life's channel, where it was her and Chrissy and other like YouTube famous Black YouTube single moms or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know what Chrissy said? This is the exact quote. She said, "Let's go where the niggas at." And one of the other single moms said, "Facts."
Wow. What? Wow.
What? I was just watching it while I was typing in your chat room. What?
Wow. Shit. Now we the motherfucking
I'm
8.
sorry.
So basically, this was basically what they did. Oh yeah, sis, we didn't grub. You know what I'm saying? We didn't, got our drink on. Shit, let's go to motherfucking niggas there. Let's see what's good.
Right. You should never have sex again.
But did you catch her? She said she was down there on business. That's why I'm like, hold the fuck up. Turning up is a business for you?
Right. You're not Alexis Sky.
That's what they think they are. Right.
Who has a kid and who actually gets paid to travel and party.
Right.
You're not Alexis Sky. You're not Ari Fletcher. Exactly. You were in wherever you were, Houston or wherever, to spend money, not to make money. It's not a business. Like, it's really, really not. So unfortunately, it's sad. I am tired of seeing women, and particularly Black women, set themselves up for failure in this way. Like I said, and I'm sorry to say it, but I don't feel sorry for them. It's the only people I actually feel sorry for are the children.
Yeah, me too.
I don't watch My Jazzy Life, but the children get like forgotten a lot. Oh, she's such a strong mom. She's irresponsibly having children that she can't take care of with men that she barely knows.
Right.
There's nothing strong about that.
Let me pause you right. A good hot quick second on that Jazzy Life chick. I said what I said earlier about her for a reason. And she reminds me of a chick that I didn't have any crime on with, but once I kind of started getting to know and I started seeing an overview of some things, it's like, no. And that's why I say I wouldn't want to talk about her, because I think I talk bad about the motherfucking rat. I would probably talk about her so fucking bad, a lot of women in here will hate me, because I know the fuck I'm looking at. But go ahead, Sister Ivy.
No, I agree with you. This is a trend that I have found in women like this, women who consistently have children that they're not ready for, with men that they barely know, multiple baby daddies. It's an excuse. Like, I actually had somebody say, "Oh, you don't understand." Let's do the math here. I was in a relationship with the same man for 4 years and never got pregnant once. What do I not understand?
Right. That's 4 years. 4
What
years.
do I not
Hold on.
understand?
Let me pick it back off you right quick. 4 years, not 4 months. 4
Like,
years.
It's ridiculous. Like, and Jazzy, like, what? Like, oh, I'm tired, I'm broke. Of course you are. You're making yourself broke. Stop raising these children in these stressful situations. And it's like, I notice it's a trend in the baby daddies too, because I'm going to get on the men too.
Yeah, I call them
like,
niggas out. I would call them niggas out. Anytime a niggas man tell me he got 5 different baby mamas and motherfucker like 10 kids, I'm like, hold on, my nigga. You can't afford it. Bro, you can't be afford to be popping bottles, man. You can't.
No, exactly. And then things that say, oh yeah, but no, I don't have to. I don't have to. Like, you just no. I'm not gonna date. That's first of all, that's nasty. The people are just hopping into that. Condoms don't break that often. I'm sorry, they just don't. Stop this baby daddy, baby mama. Like, I see it in her. Chrissy gives me narcissist vibes. Like, I believe I'm that bitch. What?
Right.
Like, somebody in your comment section said, "Be humble, sit down." You have 9 kids with 6 different men, and you got married to try to save face. Let's be real, which is why you got married to the first bum that would marry you. That's harsh, but it is what it is, right? Like, and then you had babies with him. Why would you didn't learn from the first bums you had babies with?
Wow.
You didn't learn from the first bums you had babies with. No, no. If people don't like me in the black and our community, oh no, you don't understand. You don't understand. I am not a virgin. I have never been pregnant. I intentionally have never been pregnant. What don't I understand?
That's because you take
what don't I understand?
Let me go ahead and check piggyback off right quick. That's because you're taking the necessary cautions not to be pregnant.
Right. Okay. The condom broke. You're not on nothing else, sweetie?
Right.
You're not on condom in the pit. Like,
if you having all them problems,
motherhood ain't done nothing for black women.
Right.
It hasn't done.
Hey, if she having all that,
it hasn't done anything for black women. But the black community, I noticed a great reluctance to admit that. I'm not talking about your children. I feel for them. I'm talking about your irresponsible decisions as a result, which has resulted in you having children who are growing up with the stressors of poverty. Right. Oh, but my children always had. Your children are always supposed to have anyway. You don't get credit for that.
Right.
You don't get credit for the fact that your children always had, and you always have to be stressed and make sure that they have, because you keep choosing the wrong men.
Right. Exactly.
But there is a great reluctance in our community to admit that what I'm saying is correct. And statistically, some of this stuff can be demonstrated, because I'm a PhD student. I have a background in statistics. I'm actually reading some stuff right now. But yeah, there's a reason why ghettos are populated largely with single mothers, and like, there's a reason for these things. There's a reason why, because it brings about other stressors. So when I don't watch these channels, I don't have kids. I've intentionally never been pregnant. I'm not going to support a woman who has 9 kids by 6 different men walking around talking about let's go where the niggas at, and I might be pregnant with baby number 10 by a man I've known for 2 months. She's disgusting.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that part. I have to agree with you.
She's disgusting.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you.
She's disgusting.
Yeah.
Somebody in your comment section asked, am I an immigrant? Nope. I'm just an Ivy League educated PhD student from Brooklyn, New York. Nah, I'm not an immigrant. No, I'm a Brooklyn chick, in case you can't tell by the accent. But so yeah, so people, but I'm gonna say what I want to say anyway. Don't get at me. I never been pregnant, so you probably don't have any kids because you had an abortion.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because that's what
There's nothing wrong with that. It's
No,
the
this
thing.
is what
Hold
these-
on.
this
Let me
is
say
what
this.
these
Let me
people
say this.
do.
Y'all know. Let me say this about you. At least you know where you want to be, where you want to head, and where you want to go. That's the thing about these chicks. They think they know where they headed. They think they know where they headed to and where they want to go, but they don't. It's like when they get there, it's like, well, I didn't expect this, and that's why they be lost.
But that's not an excuse to me. Look around. There's struggling single mothers all throughout the hood. You know where this will likely lead you. That's not an excuse. There's a there's
Well,
that's just not an excuse. But I ain't even trying to hear that. But let's say you know the first one okay or whatever. Why you keep having the other one? Please tell me.
Well,
why you keep having the other one?
It comes to that point right there. Oh, he loves me. We about to get married. You know, they fill their head up with bullshit. They basically.
He didn't love you enough to put a ring on it.
There you go. They don't know how to sell the deal. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Okay.
They don't know how to sell the deal. They wasn't taught right. And if they were taught right, they they rebelled to the point where they got lost.
Yeah, and it's a culture of irresponsibility. Because like one of the things that I noticed too with a lot of people, male and female, who do this, like there are videos on YouTube that you can look it up if you want to. Oh, if you haven't had babies by the age of 25, you're ugly, or if you haven't had a baby by the age of 25, you had to have an abortion. So basically, you were irresponsible, and you assume that child-free women like me who have never been pregnant are doing the same thing because you had multiple kids that you weren't ready for. That's another side of irresponsibility. You think that because you're irresponsible with baby number 5, with man number 5, that everybody else has been pregnant too. Stop passing your choices down on other people. Just stop.
Now,
stop. That person, she's a narcissist. Chrissy's a narcissist. It's just failure to look in the mirror and learn. And she says a lot of stuff like, oh, I just watched a video of her recently because I'm not subscribed, but I do watch some of her videos every once in a while. And she's just like, oh, like I am done having kids. Apparently not. If you have a pregnancy scare with a man you've been with for 2 months, apparently not. Assuming she's not lying about it, of course.
Right.
You didn't learn from the first. Like how many babies do you need to keep having for you to realize that you should stop doing it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. Like it took you 9 kids with 6 different men to realize that you should be done.
Right. You got a point.
It's irresponsibility. You don't need an Audi. You don't need an Audi. You don't need an Audi.
Yeah.
Why do you have an Audi?
Well, she ain't got no Audi no more.
Why?
It got repossessed, so she ain't got no Audi no more.
That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. You should have never had one.
Shit, she need a motherfucking minivan.
You should have never had one.
That's what she needs.
Get you a beater minivan. Get it how you live, or whatever, and keep it pushing. Stop with all of this stuff. Stop with this baby daddy, baby mama culture. Stop with this shit. Marriage, save your money before and after. Walk down the aisle, keep saving money. Figure out how many kids you want to have. Make sure you have the money to help pay for. Make sure you have the benefits at jobs, at work, the time off. And then have kids. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing these memes on Facebook, women complaining about their baby fathers, men complaining about their baby mothers. I'm about to start blocking people. I'm about to start blocking them. Stop. It hasn't done our community any good. It ain't nobody gonna check me because I ain't never been pregnant. So that's all I got to say. I'm tired of this nonsense. Sansaray. Who's a definite narcissist.
Oh my God.
A definite narcissist, Sansaray. Woo!
Man.
That Sansaray is a piece of work.
Ain't she?
But I think Chrissy is too, because I think Chrissy's a narc too. She gives me serious narc vibes. Like narcissists, one trait is they don't learn. They say what they need to say. Oh, I'm done. I'm not having any more children. But they don't do. They don't do what they don't practice what they actually preach. You didn't learn.
Right.
You didn't learn.
Nah, she didn't.
You didn't learn. You didn't learn. So yeah. So my beautiful black people, it ain't done us no good. These baby mama, baby daddy culture hasn't done us any good. We need strong black families and strong black marriages. We need family planning how many kids, planning when you're going to have them. It's been setting us back, and I know that there is a great reluctance in our community to admit that, especially with the narrative of strong black women who can do anything, and especially with the narrative of children always being blessings or whatever. But with the children that you'll have in wedlock, they'll be blessings too, right?
Right.
Even more of a blessing when you can actually afford them.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Right.
You take your time at it.
Right.
You trust me,
So,
it's gonna pan out. It's like, it's like, oh,
yeah, it will.
we go on a date 1 week, next week we booed up. Third week we bagos. Next week after that, oh, I'm pregnant. Next week after that, we need to move in. Next week after that, you know what I'm saying? We thinking about getting married. Then next week after that, oh, you find out, you know what I'm saying, he got another baby mama. It's like a complete,
I was just seeing
complete cycle, you know.
It is. I was seeing somebody in your chat room talk about this lived life chick and how she just got married and her husband. No, I don't have a YouTube channel. I've been thinking about doing one because I got a lot to say. But I don't want people. Nah, I'm good with that. Yeah, and like she got married, and then her husband had a baby. It's like the side chick is expecting, and it's just like, that's one thing that I've been glad to see too recently, just as black women, like growing up to see, growing up and accepting struggle love or feeling like we have to accept that. And sometimes I wonder if that's what's going on with women like strong mommy Chrissy. But I just also think, it's irresponsibility, but is it like, oh, maybe if I jump in bed with him sooner, he'll like me more, or da-da-da-da-this or da-da-da-da-da, or whatever. So sometimes I wonder if it's that too, and also general desire to have a man, right?
Right. Let me pick it back off. Let me pick it back off you right quick. What you just said right there, because this need to be said. And women, listen carefully. If a man likes you or loves you, he's going to put the work in to show you that he likes and loves you. Not something just is a mirage. It's going to be a long-term thing that he's going to show that he wants to be with you. Because anything could look good, you know what I'm saying? But, once you rinse that motherfucker off, you know what I'm saying? It might look another way. So a man will like you. You tell a man like you by the work he puts in to be with you. All right, you go ahead.
No, I completely agree with you. But I think like sometimes in our culture, you said it exactly right. It's like things just move. So people subscribe to me. I'm not making no content, y'all. I promise. I'm not making no content.
Shit, I'm just telling you. Shit. I mean, I'm just telling you. They motivating you. Shit.
I'm not perfect. My dating life has not been perfect. I've been a typical, woman, a black woman, and not withholding black men down because I'm not a bum, so I don't date bum dudes, but just like I had to learn something too. I don't want to give off the air or anything like that I'm perfect, but I'm also 30 now.
Right.
And so I'm just trying to also impart.
This the thing. Hey, hold on. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. You taking your time to see what, you know what I'm saying? You take your time to the point to where you gonna know what you want. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what it should be. You're
Right.
exactly right. Like, do you think Prince Harry rushed Meghan Markle? No. Do you think Barack rushed Michelle? No. Do you think Jay-Z rushed Beyonce? No.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and I ain't saying I'm Beyonce or Michelle. I'm not out here,
But they took their time.
delusional like Chrissy is.
Right. They took
But
their time.
the thing is like they took their time, exactly. But I also think that that's just our culture. You swipe right, then you go on the date, then you like it. And I think we're going too much off of chemistry instead of actual compatibility.
Right. I agree.
Like, chemistry, like we like the vibe is crazy, the sex,
Exactly.
okay, but are you actually like compatible? And that's part of the issue with stuff like this. Like, if Chrissy had actually taken her time, or whatever, like, she wouldn't have all these different baby fathers. Like, you're not with any of them.
Right.
You're not even with You're not even with your husband. Like, you need to actually take time. Yeah, so that's crazy. Like, watching episodes of Maury and like the first time we had sex, we didn't use a condom. What?
Wow.
That's disgusting. The first time you had sex and you didn't use like what? I mean, and look, I just don't. Like, I met him that night, and then I ended up pregnant, and like he's my third baby daddy. I'm gonna assume the second has to be like, children are not toys. They're not toys. They're not dolls. They're not things that you can just. They're not people that they're not objects that you can just put on the shelf and like an elf on the shelf and bring them out when you want to, and then put them back on the shelf when you're done.
Right.
You know, and people are forgetting that. Like, it's easier than ever to avoid. It's easier to avoid pregnancy. There's no reason why you can't use like a condom and birth control or NuvaRing, or an IUD or an arm implant or whatever. You can just look stuff up. What are your options? Like, go on other days and you can say, oh, I don't want to remember to take the pill. There's things that you can get, birth control that you can get that you don't have to remember to take every day, every month, or every year either. So when I see women like this, like I can understand women who are like in their 40s or 50s. There weren't as many birth control options. It wasn't that easier. It wasn't that easy to like avoid this.
Right.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. But if somebody said next call and somebody else said
they want to chime in. Who else we got online? Who else we got online? I know you had a lot to say. You sent some good points and some good content as well. You know what I'm saying? This needs to be said. Who else we got online?
It does.
Okay. Just they ain't here no more. Well, we're gonna fast forward into the next we got 6 minutes left. Then I'm gonna play the one she just put up. I think Ebony lady had sent it to me, so I'm gonna check and see if she sent it to me, and we're gonna play that one next. You can stay on the line if you want to critique some more of what you heard. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this.
Okay, sure.
And so just hold on and just listen to the playback on your YouTube part. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and click into the last 6 minutes. The last 6 minutes of this. Yeah. Go on the line.
At the same time, I'll let a team of people who go through and find people who are like using my name and using my pictures and videos. And that falls under the same like privacy protection that I have as a YouTube creator. So, I mean, if you have pulled my records or anything like that, then that's probably going to be something that you're going to have to answer for in the future. But right now, I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about making sure that me and the kids are good, and that we have what we need. We continue to have what we need, and we're going to move. And when we move, you know, I'm just going to do things differently. I'm going to make sure that I have a better relationship with my landlord for sure. I'm going to have a better.
Well, let me say this. The only relationship you need to have, Chrissy, is a business relationship. Not no personal one, because it's nothing but business.
Better relationship. My new landlord is very, very, very nice. I just wanted to come out here and tell you guys what was going on, because I feel like everybody is treating me like I am some bum who tricks off her money in Houston instead of paying her rent or something like that. And that is totally not the case at all.
Now, I will say this. You will be being a bum in Houston while you know you had a situation going back at home to the point where your kids would have been out on the street. Now, I will say that. But you want to put it in your narrative, you know, like, oh, no, you know, I didn't pay my rent. No, you was a bum in Houston. And then your kids were forced to be in this position that could have been prevented if you would still been there.
Especially when I never go anywhere. So I didn't even spend that much money in Houston because honestly, I bought everything I needed before I got there, and all I really spent money on was drinks and food.
Okay, now she's trying to sit here and explain us what she spent her money on. That ain't got shit to motherfucking do with the motherfucking topic, Chrissy. We don't want to know how much money you spent in motherfucking Houston. We want to know why the fuck was you down there turning up in Houston when you know goddamn well you was on the urge of eviction. You knew this. You knew this. You can say what the fuck you want to say, but you knew this.
So, I mean, that wasn't even that much. A and B, but that was only for 2 nights, so it wasn't that bad. And I got a credit for a night because the heat was not working and there was no hot water.
Okay, you got a credit for 2 nights. I mean, for a night because there was no heat and no fucking hot water. Really? We need to know this shit. We need to know why the fuck you was down in Houston turning up on business, you claim, when you know goddamn well you was on the urge of eviction. That's it. We need to know what, you know what I'm saying, what type of salad you had, even though we seen this shit. We don't need to know what type of drink you had, even though we seen this shit. We trying to find out why the fuck was a mom with 9 kids down in Houston turning the fuck up on the urge of eviction. Like I said, I don't care how much Chrissy makes. I'm keep saying this because I don't want nobody come, man, you just mad at just because you made more money than you. No, nigga. No. I'm pissed off because it's a motherfucking fact that this chick left her kids up in Vegas, back home with her mother, down there in Houston, turning up. Now we got God bless on the line. God bless. Hold on. God bless. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. God bless you here. God bless, where you at? Okay, I guess God bless fell off. We still got Ivy Lever on the phone.
Yeah, I'm still
here. Yeah, you want to chime in on anything you just heard right there? Hold on, you kind of fade in and out.
No, oh man, I'm just done. I'm actually kind of surprised that people were so receptive to what I had to say. Oh, that God bless. I'll shut up. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm so happy the comments. Hey, hi STL.
Hey, God
Great
bless.
show as always. Great show. I just want to say this, and the young lady that's speaking, she made some great points concerning what is going on in our community. But I also want to say this: we cannot have an example of what a strong family is because we don't have every day. So, in other words, boys are not in our community. The marriage, the word marriage is like a dirty word. It's almost like a blasphemy to even mention marriage sometimes in the Black community. And so we don't stress the points of fatherhood. We always stress you're my mom. She hold it down. She struggled. She worked 2 or 5 jobs, which is great if your mom do that. But that shouldn't be a routine. That's something to prove that you are a good mom, that you have to work 2 or 5 jobs to take care of your kids. Struggling in our community has become the norm. If that's the rate, I think it's okay to raise a kid in a hotel. That's the reason why. Because struggling has become the norm. And that's the problem. You cannot teach anything if you teach about family if you have never seen it.
Right, I agree.
And that's the problem. You have examples. The young lady, is it Jazzy? Well, it's Chrissy. I don't know her family history, but I bet you she probably was raised in a single parent home, and she probably did not have a good role models because if she did, so rethink your life.
Right.
And
yeah.
no one,
you're right.
one is
You're right,
that.
God bless. No guidance right there. No type of male guys at all. None. You can tell that.
No one. And that's the issue. And we have to stop saying, well, I'm taking care of my kids. Well, you're taking care of the emotional needs of taking care of kids is more than
hold on, God bless. Hold
today.
on. You said Yvette Noble. You said we sad as hell. Sister, come what are we sad
What?
about? Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I would like to know too.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I just had a Sunday and I had a good day.
I'm happy as hell.
Right. Exactly. Noble. Yvette Noble.
I don't know what you talk about. I love my life. Sis.
Right. She let her come state a claim. Sister, come state your claim. You know what I'm saying?
Same too. Same over here.
Come state
Life
your claim.
is good over here.
Yeah, definitely come state your claim. Because I would love to see how we sad as hell.
It's not being sad.
Yes, please call in and say why we're sad.
Yeah, I'm not
to know.
Go ahead, God bless.
No, and all joke aside, she has the right to feel what she said. Maybe she's projecting, and we have to pray for her. I don't know. So, Yvette, I pray for you, honey. But what I'm saying is that we are raising a generation of people, boys and girls. Girls believe, hey, you better get your education and take care of yourself because you can't depend on a man. Translation is, that can translate as anti-family, anti-marriage. I'm not saying that marriage is going to save you, which is, everyone knows that's not true. But there are other communities that promote marriage, one unity. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with being single, there also is nothing wrong with promoting the idea of a marriage, of a family, and raising your sons to want to be fathers, and raising your daughters to want to be mothers, and not to believe because you're a Black woman, you're automatically a queen. That does not make you automatically a queen because you are a Black woman.
Right, exactly.
And I love Black women. I love them. I'm a Black woman. My mother's a Black woman. But we have to be ourselves. We cannot lie to ourselves. That's all. And that's all I have to say. But she made some good points, and I think that it's hard for us to want to accept that. because we have so much to build when we don't even know how to build together. Because we don't have example how to. We just don't know.
Yeah, you got a point right there, God bless. We're gonna go ahead and time back in on the rest of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and cue the other video up.
All right, I'll be listening.
Okay. Ideas on. So
All
y'all,
right.
well, if y'all do get on the line, just give me a minute. So I'm over here VJ and DJing and MCing and everything. I don't got a management team like the rap.
All right.
All right.
I know you doing everything.
Right. We'll be like, you see my message? Bruh, nah. Shit. I can't see anything. I tried it. Okay. Did we get somebody else on the line?
Okay. Bye, SJ.
Did we get somebody else on the line? Yeah, did we get somebody else on the line?
I haven't heard anyone. I thought someone else was coming out.
STL, can you hear me?
Yeah. Who we got on the line?
It's Lawrence.
Oh, okay. Hey, welcome to the
Hey,
panel,
Lauren.
Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
Lauren.
How y'all doing? I'm always in your chat, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm always in your chat. You can actually get people the voice the shit I'm texting. I'm always in your chat. I'm Lawrence Hughes, bro. And I agree with these sisters. We need.
No,
Can
go
y'all
ahead.
hear me?
Yeah. You good? When you hear that beat, that means somebody chimed in.
Hey. Okay. Nah, man, we need to stop all this bullshit as far as blaming the black woman for all our faults of the community. And I'm going to say this to Minister Jap. Jap, stop that single mother shit, because it takes a man to make a single mother. Love you to death, Jap, but you're wrong, brother. Stop it. Because a woman is only a single mother because a man walked the fuck away from his responsibility. Jap, I'm letting you know right now, stop it, man. We need to come together and build our communities again. Black love. Point blank. And if I'm wrong on this, I don't make YouTube videos, but if I'm wrong, press 1, as you say, STL. Press 1 in the chat room, because I'm still in the chat. Press 1 in the chat.
It's all good. I mean, everybody gonna agree with you just as everybody don't agree with me. You know, as we seen, we had a sister here talking about we sad. I'm told her to call in, state a claim, just like you called and you state your claim. You know, everybody, you know what I'm saying?
My claim.
Right. I know how to
and I don't mean to
disagree.
seem like I'm coming at Jap. I don't want to seem like I'm coming at Jap, because Jap is a cool dude. But all this disrespect to a single mother, guess what? She's a single mother because somebody walked away.
Let me say this though. I'm trying to cue this video up. Don't you think she has poor making decision on a man? Well, don't you think that at least?
I mean, who in specific?
No, Stormmommy Chrissy.
Well, on her, I don't know, because like I said in the chat, I don't know enough about her. She got 9 kids, 6 different baby daddies.
Right.
So her club has been shot up several times. I don't know enough about her, but individually, I'm good with my wife, with my fiance, with my girlfriend. We haven't gotten married yet, but all these nasty ass black bitches, the woman I lay my head down next to, who I will marry soon, this is not her.
Somebody said the rat gonna be in your DMs. I had to laugh about that. But
STL, man.
I'm gonna say
all
this
of
though.
us are not.
I know. I'm gonna say this though. I think we could definitely tell. You know, we ain't gotta sit here and search and go find a baby daddies. But it seemed like she got a poor choosing decision on a strong dude that's really trying to work with her and trying to be there with her.
Agree with you. I
That's definitely
100% agree with you. She's not choosing. I mean, damn, she'd have had her 6 different dudes, 9 babies. Yes, she is definitely off chain, but nine times out of 10, she didn't have a father to tell her, baby, you don't do this. Selling your pussy, putting your pussy out, taking pussy pics. Did that. My father, I had a dad. My dad would not allow that shit. And yes, I'm a little older than the millennials. I'm not a millennial. I'm Generation X. A dad tells their daughter, you don't get loose with your vagina like that. Sorry, as Cluster B say, sorry, not sorry. You don't give yourself out there like that.
Let me go ahead and finish the rest of this video. So then we're gonna hop in. We're gonna hop into the rest. Feel free to y'all feel free to stay on the line. And if I want to chime in on some other things y'all might hear on the playback.
But anyway, what was I gonna say? But anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody who supports me even through my shortcomings, who supports me and the real struggle, because sometimes I would rather have went through this in silence and not said a thing and just been like, pop up at a new house, like, not a new house. But unfortunately being
so basically she thought she could be able to play this shit off if things when it came to light, but things came to light, so she had to make a response video. So I mean, I kind of get what she did right there, but at the same time she should have known that this was coming, not to force her getting evicted. Like I said, this is what this show is about. I think it was Nita that said that. Nita something, I can't remember, y'all, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about we all are sad. Like I said before, we not sitting here trying to count her motherfucking pockets. We sitting her straight on the fact of her being down in Houston, turning the fuck up, talking about she own business with her kids being evicted while she was gone. That's what we're talking about. That is the main concern that we are talking about over here, and that's mainly the main concern I've been seeing all over the YouTube streets. Don't get me wrong, it was some people going extra. I mean, some people gonna do that. But like I said, this is my second or third time on stream, and I'm gonna count this as the second time. I talked about it three other times, but if y'all go look, like I said, y'all go back and look at the video I made about her, and I made a video about her for a reason. And that reason came to fucking light. I asked, can she afford to date? What I mean by afford, it's not her money. It's about her position in life, where she's at. She had the baby was 3 or 4 months old. Not 3 or 4 years old, 3 or 4 months old. And here it is, she's thinking about going to chase some motherfucking dick. That's a problem.
At the level that I am on YouTube, I don't have that luxury. So it is what it is. Just gotta say, hey, this is what it is, and address it and move on from it. And that's exactly what I intend to do. I don't know, like I said, how I'm going to prevent people from finding out my address. People have been making it their sole life mission to find out where I live and call my landlord and tell them bad things about me, or try to get me out of my house, or try to, I don't know what it is that people want from me, but I don't know. So I was thinking about not vlogging at home. I'm not vlogging outside of my house or near any streets by my house ever. I don't know. I honestly don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, but I can tell you it's a beautiful house, and the kids are really excited. I'm super excited. Even though I fell down, we're still blessed, and so I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that. All right, guys, I gotta get in here. It's getting dark, and I promised the kids. So I'm gonna go in this store and try to find some diapers and formula and all the essentials before they run out. They might not even have it. Oh, fingers crossed that they do. So when I get ready to move, I'm gonna go to the house.
Okay, my thing of it is that she knew she was down there in Houston, and I'm glad she said this part. That way I can bring it up, and I'm gonna pull some people in a minute. Is that she knew that this coronavirus, I say coronavirus, I always say coronavirus was going around down in Houston, and she didn't even take the precautionary steps to make sure she stock up on diapers, milk, whatever the fuck she need. And now she's trying to come back at the last fucking minute. That's the second thing. Second situation, you know what I'm saying, that I have a big problem out of her about. We got Misunderstood online. You want to chime in?
I do. Hi, I can't really see like who you're talking to. I just know I'm here. I can't really see the chat. I can't see anything.
Okay, that's fine.
But I do want to weigh in, but I don't want to come from a place of bashing, because it's not really about bashing, but it's just looking at it from, every conceivable angle. And I think first and foremost, you have to consider the pathology. There's always something underlying that causes a woman, and I'm not making excuses for her, but I'm just, even if it was a man, I'm going to always look at the core. You have to look at the core. You have to look at what's underlying first, because that's what's going to determine a pattern of behavior. So for a woman to be as young as she is and to have that many children, there's something going on there. And the fact that the men that are entertaining her, they're not concerned about any of that. They're dealing with her, a woman who just had a baby,
exactly
4 months old, and she's, sauntering, and men are entertaining that. So what is that all about? Why would she even be on anyone's radar? As someone who just had a baby, she should not be on anyone's radar.
Right.
Regardless of what she's doing, you can see that the mentality is very immature. And so with that,
no, she still has worth. She still has worth, though. I'm just saying, she still has worth. She's a human being, so she still has worth. That means, as a community, we need to pick her up. We don't encourage the nonsense that she's doing, but we pick her up as men and show her love. This is not what we do, but I mean, she's still, I mean, Sansaray deserves love. My daddy was a preacher.
Is that speaking?
My name is Larry. Larry, call me Larry.
No,
Larry, let me just say this.
Hold on, let me say this. Hey, we gonna go by screen names. That's how I want to keep it, y'all. I want y'all real names.
Okay,
y'all.
okay,
let's keep it by screen names.
Lawrence.
Oh no, that's fine. I understand what you're saying, because again, I'm not discounting her. I'm not going to devalue her. But what I will say is, as people, you being a man, me being a woman, I know my worth from beginning to the end. And whether if I entertain someone, that value that I have for myself, I don't lose that. Okay, I don't lose that. So it's not interchangeable. That should never waver. My thing with this whole situation is that she just seems very immature to me. She seems very immature, and with immaturity, you have irresponsibility. She should not be out thinking about a man. That should not even be in her realm of thinking. What should be in her realm of thinking is how she's going to care for all of these children that are looking on. And she's done some very despicable things, to the point of putting locks on refrigerators to deprive her children of food. That makes no sense at all to me. But then people what does she have? Like about what, 125,000?
No, it was
And
more.
so
It was
that
more
means
than
that
that.
this behavior,
It was more than that. I would believe it was like 140 or 50 or something like that. And she lost a lot. She lost a lot. She did.
so that's people validating that behavior of the mistreatment of children. You know, again, this is not to bash her, but just to look at what's going on underlying with this person. What is her family history? Where is her father? Is the $1 million question.
Yeah.
Where are these men in her life to show her, you know, the way? Does she have a brother? Does she have an uncle? If there's no father, there's something going on with her. 9 children.
But we shouldn't
Yes,
blame
crazy.
single mothers, though. We shouldn't blame single mothers. I 100% understand where you're coming from, my sister. But we shouldn't blame single mothers. Single mothers is the issue in the Black community. The Black community. I understand exactly where you're coming from.
I guess I was raised differently. I was always taught that I was accountable for myself. And so one thing that the community is not going to get from me is a bunch of children. I'm coming from a different perspective. I know the environment that I grew up in, and I grew up around it. And saying that, I'm also someone who is divorced, and I'm a divorced mother of 2. So I'm just trying to understand, when you're a woman who has values and really welcome in this day and age, but when you're running amok, that is welcome. So for someone to have that many people following her, no one's guiding her, but that many people following her and rallying behind this behavior, I understand what you're saying wholeheartedly, because it takes 2.
Yeah. Let me pick it back off.
As well.
Hold on, Misunderstood. Let me pick it back off you right quick on that. You got some people over there that's cheering on no bullshit. You do. You also have people over there that's, you know, really feeling sorry for. You also have people over there that really want to support her. So it's a mixture of people. It's just not people who just, you know what I'm saying, want to see her fail and want to gossip about her. You got a different mixture of people. Just the same thing the rat had. She had the same type of people till she ran everybody away. Even though it's Kristen Japp's fault, but she ran everybody away. And that's what's basically going to happen to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just really it's disheartening, you know, to witness this. And again, you have children, 9 innocent children looking on, and at some point they're going to repeat this behavior. You know, we're saying that it's, you know, we're not blaming single mothers. We're not blaming the onus lies on someone, and it has to be the people that are involved. So as a mother of that many children, there has to be responsibility. I can say that, you know, when I looked at her video, you know, earlier, you know, today, she was owning it, but then she was also trying to find, you know, other reasons where she could place, you know, some of the responsibility.
Exactly.
Accountable for yourself, period.
Right.
You can't look at other people. You can't, because at the end of the day, that person can just say the same thing that you're saying. And so then if you have all of this pointing fingers, then what? There's no solution when everybody's pointing fingers.
True.
You know, and as I said, with my own personal situation, me and my ex-husband, we could keep pointing fingers to say it was this, it was that, it was you. But at the end of the day, we had 2 children that were looking on. So we had to be responsible adults and say, you know, hey, this is about the children at this point. Right. So no more blaming. You know, we had to get past, you know, the hurt. We had to get past the decision that was made. And we had to do the best that we had to do for our sons that were looking on. So this behavior does not repeat itself. The bottom line is they knew that they had 2 loving parents, period. So it at the end of the day, all of the, whatever the reason was, that totally went out of the window when they saw that, wow, you know, we have parents that love us. So they're out there, they're being productive. They're not out here making babies. I'm not going to say, I can't speak for what they're doing as far as sex. Hopefully they're being responsible.
Well,
but
I mean, from the looks of it, hold on, Misunderstood. From the looks of it, she's not being responsible. You remember when I made a video about,
not at all.
Right. What she can she afford to date? And look at it, what, 2 months, 3 months later, here she is talking about, oh, me and Babe might be having a baby, number 10 and all that. I'm like, oh, the fuck up. I seen this from far away. Here it comes.
She's really not being responsible, though.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Very sad. And I hope that, you know, she gets that wake up call, because she's going to look, you know, back maybe in 5 years, and then what? You know, you'll be looking on, and maybe it'll be 2 more children added to the equation.
Right.
And then what? This culture is going to change. It changes. And so you may not have that, you know, that crowd that is saying that, you know, this behavior is okay, or, you know, so it's supposed to be that, you know, with age comes wisdom. So I would hate to see her, you know, someone in her 30s. I mean, we already see that with, you know, so one, you know, elevating and is not learning the lesson. And you have this pattern of behavior. I just think that people have to look at you look at the pathology of why people do what they do, and then you kind of go from there. So it's not a pattern of behavior when you look at the core. You know, I know a lot of people are not into, you know, the Bible, but honestly, we have to examine ourselves. We do. We have to examine ourselves, and we have to be able to take, you know, the constructive criticism that's coming, because that's how you grow as well. When somebody can look on and say, well, you know what, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. And you have to be able to take it. You have to be able to take it so you don't make these mistakes, because all you're going to do is have children that's looking on thinking that this behavior is okay. It's okay not to be married and not to have a structure and just out here running amok and just having babies all over the place. And for men, it's going to be a little bit different, because this is going to be children in a whole lot of different homes. You don't want to raise sons like that. You don't want to do that. And for girls, that's going to be another woman looking on, having a bunch of children and no fathers around. And it has to stop somewhere. Like, we need to get out of the wilderness. That's really essentially what it comes down to. We have to get out of the wilderness. We have to do better because of the children that's looking on, because what's going to be the state of our community, our world, period, if this behavior continues on the way that it is. And again, not bashing her, but just looking at it a little bit deeper to say, you need a wake-up call. This is far beyond an eviction, beyond that.
Yeah.
It's about looking at yourself so that you are able to grow from this experience and not repeat that behavior.
Exactly.
And look at the men as well to say, why are you laying down with a woman who is clearly irresponsible? What is she, 28, 29?
I think she's 30.
She's still young.
Yeah, about 29.
Yeah, she's
I
still young.
thought I heard a video where they said all of them over 30 or something.
So she's over 30, and that's high schooler stuff.
Right.
That's sandbox stuff that she's indulging in. And you still want to go out and hang out with the girls. Honestly, you really don't have time to
She can't
go
afford
on weekend getaways.
Right. She can't afford to.
You really can't do that.
And like I said, she can't afford to. When I say that, people think, oh, you just trying to sit here and you mad and you're jealous because she got more money than you. No, she doesn't have the time. She doesn't have the pleasure to do that.
No, she definitely doesn't have the time. You have a baby that's in diapers, not in pull-ups, in diapers.
In diapers.
So you really should be home. So it's crazy, but it just seems to be the trend on YouTube that, you know, a lot of people can come on YouTube and find that platform and find that support of their decisions, of these poor decisions. Yeah. And that has to change. That has to change.
Yeah, well, I think, like I said, looking at her videos and looking at the way her videos went, I think everybody was more supportive of her at first. That's how I started off, and then you have some that was curious, like, damn, you know, 7 kids, whatever. How many of she started? I think she started when she had 3 kids, and it's like, wow. Then it came to 5 or 6 after that. She started doing more videos, and like I said, from that she rose, you know. Then now she got 9, she definitely up there. So it's like, you know, everybody want to cheer her on for the best, but you know, when it's like shit is going worse. Okay, who we just had chime in?
Wow.
Hey, STL, this is Mo. Can you hear me pretty good?
I was going on. Yeah, you good? Yeah, what's going on, Mo?
Okay. I wanted to I'll let you go ahead and finish your
Hold on.
point. I just wanted to chime in a little bit.
Oh, you're walking out a little bit. Hold on. Let me turn it down.
Okay, what about now?
Okay, you good. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I think there were so many points that were being made tonight. And I want to just kind of, start off, in terms of just how I see it, because, I think it's all relative. For starters, I don't think there's any absolutes. That we don't live in an absolute world to where we say that, where we can make blanket statements. We live in a relative world, meaning from our, the background and the different experiences that we've had, as well as the different experiences that we come from. You understand what I'm saying? In a perfect world, we would say, well, people shouldn't murder each other. Well, that's an absolute reality, but it's not, it's not reality in the sense that it's not happening. So, relative truth is what we have to look at. And, to make the comment, and I was listening to some of the people that were talking, as a father of two Black young women, I don't tell my daughters, two Black daughters, that a man is responsible for their decisions if they go out and keep having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different children. You understand what I'm saying? I teach them that they have to make, the best to make the best informed decision as possible. There's no way that they can guarantee that a man's going to stick around. Informed decision, having standards, having a metric system is something that they are able to, guess. Because that's really what you're taking. You're taking you're guessing and you're hoping this person's going to remain around. But I don't teach them that whoever you're sleeping with is responsible for your decisions or your womb or your body or, the children that you're going to end up having, the children that you're going to end up being. You understand? Now, that doesn't alleviate the men of the responsibility. In a perfect world, every man would be responsible for his child. But that's not the world that we live in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another point that was made was, how could men, if she has a 4-month-old child? Well, just because you're dealing with different class of people, we live in a real world, meaning that this is not a fairy tale. So everybody in the world is not nice. Every man that she's going to meet is not going to care about the fact that she's just had a child. That's the reality. So we can't sit up and critique the men who just don't give a damn. It's just like men sometimes will complain about women that take them to court to get child support. There's usually, or women that trap them to get child support. That's not always the case, but the reality of it is it does happen. You understand? So in that same vein, we also have to give credit where credit is due. When you hear Minister Japp talking about a lot of the things that he's talking about, Minister Japp is talking about a particular segment of reality that's actually happening. Now, is that the case for every person as a single mom? No, it is not. But it is relevant because I can tell you firsthand it exists in my family. And if most of us are true, it exists in most of our families. So I heard another comment that was saying that you can't say, where is the father? Because these women are being raised by their mothers. Men do not. I told my daughters and I taught my daughters what a man, teach them how to become. I didn't teach them about their monthly from their mother. You understand? So let's put the responsibilities where they're supposed to be at, and let's not say, well, yeah, it'd be great if every man married a woman that he had a child with, but that's not reality. So what would be great is that if we instill the true values that were generations before, where we said, okay, there has to be a crime and for the women. You understand? Because
can I weigh
in? It's going.
Can I weigh in real quick?
Hang on. Let me. I'm not going to hang up.
Go ahead, Mo.
Okay. So, am I responsible that the woman or female makes that I deal with that may have children? Absolutely not. Am I going to try to undo those decisions or those things that she has done? No, I wouldn't, because I'm not responsible. What I'm responsible for, in a relative sense, is those that I have fathered, those that are my responsibility. You understand? And that's not, again, that's not to say that, there aren't situations where, because you got to be truthful. But we're going to talk about this. It has to be truthful. There are a lot of good points that are made on both sides of this argument. The women are making some valid good points, as well as the men. But go ahead, Lawrence. I'm going to stay on to answer any questions you have.
Okay, Lawrence, Lawrence, just try to tighten up, because I do want to jump into this next video that she did today. So
okay,
go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it concise. All I'm saying is that I live in the hood. When I walk through my neighborhoods, I see people who are strung out, women who are strung out, and I see single mothers. But why do we shit?
Hold on, sound like
you said, why do we see it?
Hold
on, wait a minute. I'm hearing two different things. I'm hearing different things. My bad.
Okay.
I'm on some type of delay.
Yeah, you probably
I'm
is.
gonna come out and come back in.
Okay. Let me go ahead and shoot out to this video, y'all. She just did today. Everybody on the call, just give me a minute. I'm gonna play like 5 minutes of this new video to kind of see what kind of point she's trying to make by her saying that addressing rumors / no place to stay at the worst time. So I'm gonna go ahead and chime into this video right quick.
Y'all, it's your girl, and I'm back for another video. I'm just gonna dive right in here. This is some bullshit. Period. First of all, I am getting attacked. I'm getting attacked so badly to where it's just like I don't even know what to do anymore. People are sending me hate comments on Instagram. Just the trolls or whoever you want to call them, whatever you guys want to refer to yourselves as, are just attacking me back to back to back, one after another, one after another, one after another. I'm getting hateful comments, hateful emails, hateful DMs, just people just really mad at me, like I did something to affect them, their lives, or their paycheck. I would like it to stop, period. They're not doing anything to help the situation. They're just making this worse. Apparently, there is somebody saying that they called his landlord and spoke to them. I just don't understand. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't understand.
Okay. Now, I'm kind of half and half with somebody calling her previous landlord. Like I said, I don't rate her as the rat, because we know the motherfucking rat. She deserves every fucking thing she gets. But I will say calling her landlord, like I said, I'm kind of half and half with it, even though I know she's not telling the full truth. Like I said, it would come out to light, but let's go ahead a little bit more. I just want to, say that about that part. Everybody that's on the line, I'm gonna get back to y'all. Just hold tight.
And what your end game is. What are you trying to do? First of all, that's if I believe that they're stupid enough, both parties, to do that. One, to call and try to get information, and two, that person to even answer any questions. I haven't watched any of these videos because I don't have time to get bogged down with the negativity. I know there's a lot being said about me right now, and I just don't have time to be bogged down. But I do have people in my corner who are going to tell me things that I need to know information, because there are people out here saying that they have actually spoken to my landlord.
Okay. What I'm gonna say about that is, Chrissy, if you're listening, I think if you would have been more flat out, instead of trying to sugarcoat a lot of things that I seen in this last video you played, maybe, I'm saying maybe, maybe these people wouldn't have reached out to your landlord, because we hearing some bullshit in between, you know. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to cue this shit up. And like I said, I think it should have been more upfront and just, you know, kept it good and good, precise, than flat out, you know what I'm saying, and real. I think it people wouldn't probably call. They'd be like, okay, well, we see that's the problem. That's that way you could have came back then and like, yo, I told y'all, you know, what it was, and you know, it is what it is, you know, ain't nothing I could do. I made a mistake, or whatever the case may be. So far, I don't know the real reason why, you know, she got evicted, you know, even though I know she kind of danced around, you know, saying the answer, but it was some truth in it. I will say that it was some truth in it. These is the fucking words they have. Yeah, you're right about that. They got a whole fucking novel on the rat over there. Well, let's go ahead and get into another minute or two, then I'm gonna bring the callers back in.
That I've heard, like, okay, that first of all of that is not true. Second of all, even if that was true, none of that is the reason for what I went through. None of that has anything to do with what I went through. Check the documentation. If there's some type of complaint as far as, you know, whatever, I'm sure probably would be on there. I'm not understanding what people are trying to do here. The things that they're saying, that I'm hearing that they're saying, that allegedly some landlord or some person that they spoke to, which I haven't seen anybody with any solid proof. All I'm hearing is a whole lot of, this person said this, they told me, and I'm like, that's hearsay. I can't stand by that. I don't trust that. This is just so stressful and so frustrating. This is so draining. I'm so sick of it.
Of course it's gonna be so draining. I mean, look at the time, you know what I'm saying, that we're in right now. You know, you knew the coronavirus was going around, but you wanted to turn up. Turning up was so more important than to sit here to get geared for the coronavirus and to find yourself a place to stay.
Like, the audacity of a BITCH, the audacity to even want to do that. Like, wow, what are you doing? Why? What are you doing? For what? And then have the nerve to get on here with no proof, with just, this is what I did and this is what they said. Like, I don't understand what you think how are you?
Okay, Chrissy, you sitting here trying to look lost, like you don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna say this. I think if you come clean, because it's to that point, and you really don't, I ain't gonna say you really don't have no choice, but you know what I mean, if you really wanted to stop, I mean, if you come clean to your subs, I think it'd be a little bit more easier for you. You ain't got to worry about that much. You just got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, make sure you and your kids have a permanent residence, and that's it. And dealing with this coronavirus situation. Did anybody else chime in on the line? We'll get back to the line.
This is Ivy again. I had something that I wanted to say.
Okay, go ahead.
A couple of things. Okay. So I agree with a bunch of different things that have been said by the other people who spoke after I did. I believe it was God Bless when she said that a lot of what's going on is that Black boys and Black girls have been raised in families where there isn't a lot of structure. I agree with that, and I do think that is also definitely also changing. And I agree with the last woman who spoke, who said that maybe like 10, 15 years from now, there won't be as much support for women like Strong Mommy Chrissy, who are out here just irresponsible with their reproductive habits. So I agree with all of that, and that we need to foster environments where little black boys and little black girls grow up and want to get married and are engaging in like family planning and all of that. But I also agree with a comment that was made. I forgot who made it. Sorry. When it was said in relation to Minister Jack's say no to single motherhood, say no to single motherhood channel. In my opinion, there are, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. There were some women who were just not going to learn. There were some women who are not going to learn from the irresponsible choices like these that we make, and I agree that they make, and I agree with the man who said that Minister Jack is talking about a segment of the population that definitely does exist. And it was kind of what I was speaking to earlier in terms of like some of the narcissism and the inability to like look and accept that you are responsible for the choices that you have been making. Like you started the channel when you had 3 kids. I think that's what you were saying. Now you have 9 kids with 6 different fathers. There's another woman on YouTube who's, I think her channel was like Proud Mommy of 12.
Yeah, I heard about her.
There's a segment of a population, and it's not just the women. There's a segment in the population of baby moms just do not learn. They constantly make excuses for their behavior, which is why their behavior does not change. But I don't have the view that like they don't know. You keep having children that you cannot afford to take care of. You know, like we're not talking about, okay, you had maybe 1 or 2 children and then your relationship ended, or you were like on birth control, your birth control failed or something like that. There's a pathology in some of these baby mamas and baby daddies where they just don't want to look inward. They don't want to look inward. And also, I disagree with the idea that like they don't have people telling them otherwise. I'm sorry, but like Christy and some of these other, struggling, single moms on YouTube, they're turning their comments off for a reason. What did Christy just say in the video that you just said? She's getting all of this stuff and all of this hate comment and stuff like that because you are being irresponsible.
Right.
You're being irresponsible. You have people telling you, and I'm sorry, but when is personal responsibility going to come into play? I will say what I said before. You can say, okay, and it's true in a lot of these communities, all people are seeing are baby mamas and baby daddies. So of course that's what I'm just, that's just what you do. I don't see enough people around me that are married. Okay, that's fair. Even though I agree with the woman that is starting to change as well. But what I'm saying is the same question I said before. Why does it take somebody like Christy 9 kids by 6 or 7 different men to learn her lesson? It shouldn't take that long. You keep having children that you can't afford and you're not ready for. So at what point is it for the people who do this? And again, I'm not talking about people who have like 1 or 2, right? I'm talking about people who continuously do this. At what point is it them not wanting to look for inward and admit that they're having a problem? And then to what extent is it they know that they have the problem, but they don't actually care enough, right? Because she's saying in the video.
Let me ask you this. This Proud Mommy of 12, what's the situation on that? Because somebody said she a grandmother too.
She had her first baby as a teenager. She had 12 kids, including one that she recently had, and she's a grandmother already. That's just a summary in general. Because again, I don't just subscribe to these women because I'm not about to support their foolishness.
Oh, okay.
But she's like in her 30s, 12 kids, one of whom is 18. She's a grandmother already.
Hold on. You said she in her 30s?
Yeah, she's in her 30s. Yeah. You can tell too. She looks crazy young, actually.
I think I did run past one of her videos. There's more.
Huh? What?
No.
I'm still here, SL.
Yeah. No, I heard you say something.
Oh no,
No,
I
no,
was
no.
just saying. Are you talking to me or talking to somebody else?
No, it sounded like Mo chimed in.
Yeah, can you
Oh,
hear me, SL?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I know. I was wanting to say what this young lady here is saying is, listen, 100% correct. And this is what's baffling to me. Coco in the comment section made a comment, you know, nothing that I said was taken up for the women or the men. Because like I said, I have two daughters. This is like, you know, there's no way I'm going to tell my daughters that you can go out here and randomly sleep with a whole bunch of men. And if you get pregnant, don't worry about it because the man should marry you. That is irresponsible.
right.
I tell my daughters, you better, you know, there's no way you can guarantee dealing with is going to be there when you eat, you know, supposedly good men have walked away from women. So what I tell them is, you know, make decisions that you're not going to in the next 4 or 5 years, because if you do, your life can take a drastic turn. So this is not about deflection, because a lot of times what you get is deflection. People not wanting to be accountable for the choices that they make, good, bad, or indifferent. So this young lady that I'm just a stand at her because she's in ambulance, and her approach is not blaming one side or the other. The only thing that she is saying is ability. That's the one word that I'm taking from the thing that she's saying. Accountability. A comment made of why do we see drugs in the Black community? That's a different topic, different issue. We're talking about, you know, the out of wedlock for whatever reasons, and then we're talking about the situation of the children that are having to endure poverty or whatever else they're experiencing by people that are unable. Now, obviously, it sounds like Strong Mommy Chrissy has a lot of money, or she makes a decent amount of money between YouTube, child support, and whatever else she does. So why her situation is the way that it is, I don't know. But we can't even no longer use the excuse that, you know, they never seen a marriage, they weren't taught about marriage. There's something called operant conditioning, where you learn from observation and you deduce this is not the best decision for me to make. And I may not know how to make a better decision, but I can go somewhere and learn from those that can teach me how to do just that. So, you know, we can no longer say, well, no one in my family was married when they had their children. But if you sit back and observe the poverty, the struggle that, you know, the family endured because none of these children were born in a marriage, then you can make different decisions and go around and be around those that can teach you how to make, you know, more sustainable decisions.
Yes, I mean that's essentially. I'm also saying that Chrissy is an example of what he and I just said. Is that for some of these people, it's like the accountability is just not there. They talk a good game, like, oh, I know I shouldn't be getting pregnant again. I know I shouldn't be on baby mama number 7, or whatever. They say it, but they don't actually do what they need to do for that to not happen, because the accountability is not really there. It's for some of these, for like some people in these situations, just consistently having children out of wedlock with parents. This is a pathology within that person, and you can't really say, oh, it's not because they're married, because after you know you're at baby number 4 with man number 4 and none of them are there, and the child support isn't enough, if you even get that, like, it shouldn't take you for baby number 9. It's about them not taking accountability to actually look inside at what the issues are. They're saying what other people want them to say. They're saying what they think they should say, but they're not actually doing it, because she's in Houston, caught on camera, talking about, let's go where the niggas at, right? Yeah. That's Chrissy's way. You might be pregnant with baby number 10. What the hell you doing in Houston, partying and drinking anyway? Assuming she wasn't lying, which I think she was. So yeah, at some point, like, just seeing the struggle of other people around you, or whatever, who did the same thing you're doing, should be a lesson. You know what I mean? Like, and what did I observe? I observed that a lot of people having children they weren't ready for, that they couldn't afford. I saw that the people who lived in the better part of the neighborhood, they usually, like, a lot of my friends growing up, the parents that were married, they and the one whose parents weren't married, you know, they they lived in the worst part. So it's like for some of these people, the accountability is just not there. You have 9 kids with 6 or 7 different men or women. Your accountability is not there. Listen to watch what people do and not what they say.
Okay.
She has no accountability, and I agree with the woman who said in 5 years she'll probably have 2 or more kids.
Okay.
She's not accountable.
Okay.
She's just not.
Let me go ahead and play some more of this video.
Potentially lying about having a 10th kid.
We just we just got some more people who chimed in on the line. I need y'all to hold on because I'm gonna have to play some more of this video, about another 3 to 4 minutes of this video. So just give me a hot second. I'm gonna chime back in on the line. Also, this mommy of 12 kids. How many baby daddies is mixed up in this? Somebody put that in the chat.
Credible source, and all you do is make up stuff every day for views. So I don't understand why people would want to believe that now. But hey, to each.
In America, we all count, no matter where we call home, how we worship, or who we love.
Yeah, sorry about that, y'all.
I'm really frustrated because I'm just trying to do the best that I can right now for these next few days. It's just too much going on. As far as people say landlord, I am not sure, but I am so positive that there is something illegal going on here. Somebody is doing something illegal. If you really did speak to somebody and they said something, it couldn't have been that. Couldn't have been my landlord because.
Okay, Chrissy, first off, it's not illegal because they could have been calling for a reference. That's all they got to do. And an eviction is public notice, so stop with the, oh, I'm gonna sue you, and stop. That's why you're in the position you're in now, because you didn't know the fucking law. So before you come on here talking about, oh, y'all doing something illegal, no, this is public knowledge. I know you mad about everybody finding out. I understand that, but you got to realize it's public knowledge.
I'm sure they have more sense than that. And if they don't, somebody's getting sued, period. When I can
see, somebody's getting sued. Oh my God. She's over there sound like Sansa right now. Sound like just like the fucking rat.
Done with all of this, somebody's getting sued, baby. Like somebody's something. There's a lot of people saying that I'm lying and that, my story is, this and that. Look, you don't have to believe nothing that I'm saying. That is your choice. You come here, you can listen to what I'm saying, you can take what you want, you can leave what you don't. I'm not here to beg you to believe me. I'm here to set the record straight because it's my story. How is anybody gonna tell my story of what happened to me in my actual life better than me? I don't understand how that's supposed to work, guys. I can't have anybody out here trying to tell y'all what's going on with me better than the person who is actually happening. I don't know any of you guys. You don't know me personally. You're not with me on a day-to-day basis. So how would you possibly be able to tell me what I'm doing or what's happening over here? That's the confusion that I'm dealing with right now. Where do they do that at? It's frustrating as hell to have to deal with this on a day.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the line back in. I want everybody kind of make it smooth because I want to go ahead and play this video for everybody. We got Sin on the line. What you got to chime in about, Sin?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? All I want to say is this. It is, I don't care who the woman is, whether you're married, whether you're single, or living with a man, whatever. When you start having children, you better be in a position where you can take care of those kids, whether that man is there or not. Even with marriage, People do get divorced, okay? And at the end of the day, having 9 children by different men is insanity. And there's no way financially, I don't care how much money she's making off of YouTube, how many endorsements for baby this and baby that she's getting. There is no way, impossible, that this woman can financially or nurturingly take care of 9 children by herself.
I agree.
And so there's no excuse for what she's doing. I don't know what her family background is or whatever, but clearly, girlfriend got some serious issues, okay? And there's no excuse for it. And I understand that, yes, the men are supposed to be there. Yeah, they should. But at the end of the day, if they're not, you got to do what you got to do as a woman.
Right.
And so laying up having kids by different men is just irresponsible and trifling. And I don't give a damn what to say. Ain't no excuse for it. I don't care if you grew up in the hood, in the suburbs, or wherever you grew up. You grew up at. It's not cool, okay? And her playing the victim, you know, it just isn't right. Now, back in the day, in my grandmother's time, women were married and they would have 10 and 12 kids. But hell, they lived in the South on the dam to grow their food, and the man was there. And so they raised those children. You can't take care of 9 kids by yourself. I don't give a damn how much child support you're getting. It just doesn't make sense. So that's all I had to say.
Okay.
I'm tired of people making excuses.
Let me ask you this. Just by looking at that situation, what do you feel the problem is?
She has some kind of psychological issue or feeling that is having these children. Some women like having babies because it's a mental thing. Something is mentally wrong with her, and she needs some kind of psychological help. Some women, they just like babies, you know what I mean? And then they have this baby, and then that baby is everything, and then that baby starts to grow and gets older, so now they need another baby. So it's something psychologically wrong with that girl. Who the hell wants 9 kids in 2020?
Yeah, you're right.
And how old is she? 30?
Yeah.
She's 30-something years old?
I think somebody said she's 29 in the chat.
That's crazy. But then you want a man, and you want to date, and you want to go out. You can't do that. How the hell you going out dating a man with 9 damn kids? And what man is going to take you seriously with 9 kids?
Right.
He would have to be a damn fool. Okay? So she's not living logic. She's not in reality. So there's something wrong with her. Period.
I believe so too.
Point blank.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know what you call it. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. But I got common sense.
Right.
Okay. Who wants to? No, you don't have time to date. You don't have time to do shit with 9 kids. That's a lot of children. And I've watched her. She puts those kids off on her older children. That tells you right there she don't want to be bothered. So I'm not buying it. I don't buy the excuses. I don't buy the victim. She's trying to play the victim or none of that. So that's all I really had to say.
Okay. Anybody else on the line want to chime in on that as well?
STL.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say hi to Sin, and that's like so on point. Do you think that it's possible that Strong Mommy Chrissy is like she became numb after she had, perhaps the first 3, and so now she's just kind of like programmed that way, that this is what you do, because it really doesn't make any sense for someone to want to have such a large family and then to have so many dynamics. There's so much dysfunction in the midst of all of those children. And I can't really say that all the children look happy to me and balanced, just from the little bit that I've seen. I really can't gauge it. But I just can't imagine you would be spreading yourself so thin, that many children. Like, I only have 2, and that was a lot just to keep them entertained, to give them all the attention, and even today I still hear that my baby boy is my favorite, and they both say that to one another. Oh, you're the favorite, so how do you do that among like 9 children? Where do you find the attention span for that many children? Where is your downtime where you're able to build yourself up? Like, what does she do to build herself up? But anyway, the whole point is that's a lot of children, and it has to be, something. That's why I was saying, to consider, the pathology, like something is deep seated, something else is going on underlying for which validates her with all these children, because maybe she didn't feel that way when she was coming up as a child. There's always something underlying for why, we do the things that we do, not making excuses, but there's always something underlying. It's, you don't haphazardly have 9 children. You just don't. And something is going on. Something is definitely going on with her. And, she really needs to kind of, again, we all have to examine ourselves, but she really needs to, get a sense of herself to see what's going on, because what's going to happen is she's going to get older and she's going to flip out. She's going to flip out because she really hasn't had the time to break down and regroup from each. Those children are very close in age.
Yeah, they are.
So, it's just sad. It's just sad to see. And I definitely understand what you were saying wholeheartedly, saying when you say that, you really have to be able to hold your own, because we really can't depend on, if that man is going to be there, because things happen, be it divorce, be it death, whatever. You have to be able to be self-supporting, self-sufficient, and to be able to, give that balance, give all the energy that you have to give to these children that are looking on. But yeah, she's definitely put herself in a bad way, and she's on social media, trying to, gain a village to support, what she's doing. And it's just a lot, it's a lot. But that's it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and chime back into this video, and I'm going to come back to the line.
As far as this whole situation goes, is people are saying that I'm a bad mom, I'm a terrible mother, my kids, they feel for my kids. If you think I'm a bad mom, then I can't change your mind of that. There's people who thought I was a bad mom before this happened. They're going to think I'm a bad mom after this happens. You're going to think I'm a bad mom because whatever reason, and whatever your reasoning is that's your choice. That's your right. You can do whatever you want. I'm just here. I'm not here to prove to anybody that I'm a good mom. I don't need to do that for any of you guys. I know what I am and I know what I'm not. And not about to sit up here and think that I'm the worst.
Chrissy, I'm gonna say this again. A thing of it is, we know what we saw. We know some things that we heard. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to put that together. Like I said, you knew before you went down there to Houston that you had this problem. You knew when you got that call that you said you got while you was in Houston to move out. So think of it is everybody's seeing this turn-up queen that's being evicted, and it don't mix. They don't mix at all. That's what you need to, really address. Now, saying you're a bad mother, I'm not going to say that. But I will say you are a irresponsible mother. A bad mother is like Ray the fucking rat. We all know that's a motherfucking badass mother. She can sit here and count dicks with her motherfucking daughter and shit. Sit here and have her daughter cuss people out. Yeah, that's a bad motherfucking mother. But I won't say that she's a bad mother, but I will say she's an irresponsible mother.
Person in the world because of the situation when there's kids out there getting abused and murdered by their parents. So yeah, I think in hindsight, I'm doing a pretty damn good job.
Hold on. Hey, Bulla, how do you know that? Is that a fact? if you won't call in to the call-in line, because I don't like to go off of, with things, speculations as people say. I did hear about a mother being sick, but 3 times a week I did not know nothing about that. But if if it's a fact, come to call in the call-in line. I love to hear what you got to say.
Now, there's a lot of people who are like, you should have flown right home right when that happened. How dare you stay there and go partying knowing the situation? When I found out everything was going on, do you think I did not try to change my ticket? To change my, and let me just tell you guys something. Okay, I understand I don't have to explain myself to anybody, but this is really bugging me because I can't have people trying to get on the internet and say I'm a bad mother. Whatever you want, but I do everything I possibly can. I'll go to the ends of earth for my kids, and that really pisses me off when people try to attack my parenting or my mothering in any way.
No, people are attacking your irresponsibleness. That's what people are attacking. Like I said, I'm not gonna call you a bad mother, but I will say you are an irresponsible mother. A very irresponsible mother. Like I said, I didn't give you benefit of doubt on a lot of things. But at the same time, I'm saying some things that like, wow, hold the fuck up. You got 9 motherfucking kids. How the fuck can you afford to motherfucker be out here trying to be the turn-up queen? How can you afford to sit here and shoot down the motherfucker in Houston, claiming you own business?
Deal for the ticket. I tried to change my round trip, my two that day. $600 difference. Frontier was trying to charge me because it was last minute, same day. I couldn't even now, granted, I could have bit the bullet and bought that ticket and got home. First of all,
that's a motherfucking lie. That is a motherfucking lie. Frontier will only charge you $100 motherfucking dollars if you have to leave early, or if you miss your flight and you leave late. You sit here talking about a $600 difference. The way you talking is that you didn't pay for your round trip ticket. I mean, you didn't pay for your ticket. You will have to pay a $100 difference. It is written. And that had happened to me before. I fly Frontier quite often, just as well as Southwest, and I know their rules. So you're fucking lying right there. You would just have to pay a $100 difference if you had to get home quick. And you know something? That's something I did touch up on. Now that you just said that motherfucking lie. Now, tell me I'm lying. And you're probably listening. And you more than motherfucking welcome to call in. I ain't gonna ball you out. Like I said, I give you the benefit of the doubt more than I did give that motherfucking rat face bitch the doubt. Because I know that rat face bitch she's an ain't shit bitch. The most ain't shit bitch I ever met in my motherfucking life. Let me go ahead and get back to these call-in lines, see if anybody want to chime in on that. Who we got on call-in lines? Anybody want to chime in on this?
Ivy here, sorry.
Okay.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Arrogant and delusional. Like, nobody's talking about your children. We're talking about you. That's all.
And I want to say, how in the hell she taking a trip somewhere with 9 kids? Did she take the kids with her?
No. No.
You know she didn't.
No.
Right. Hey, Ivy,
No.
how you doing, honey? Hey, Ivy. You know
Hey.
Hey, when you have 9 children, let me tell you something. I had one. And it is expensive. If you're talking about giving your children a quality of life, I'm not talking about having them and just feeding them and sending them to school and providing a roof over their head. I'm talking about a quality of life, taking them and your culture. You're taking them on trips. You're taking them places so that they can see things. You're doing things. Okay, you ain't got damn time to be going to wherever she went with 9 children. period. Okay, and she's talking about $600. That's $600 that she could have used to take her children on a trip. Okay.
Now I'm gonna
When you
say
have that many kids, you don't have time.
no. Go ahead.
You don't have time. You don't have time. You don't have the time if you're going to be a parent to be doing shit like that with 9 kids. See, she wants to go away. She want to have all the kids so she can do a little YouTube and whatever else is going on with her psychologically. But then you want to act like you don't have the responsibilities and you want to be the age that you are, which is 29, which I get. Because at 29, you want to go hang out with your girlfriends. You want to go travel. You want to do these things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you make the choice to have 9 children, you sit your ass down somewhere. That's just the bottom line on that. Okay?
Well, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this again, Chris, if you're listening. I know you have a credit situation problem. You're more than more free to you're free to hold on. Hey, Sam, you got to mute up. You have a credit situation problem. I have said you feel free to reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? I give you some resources that'll help you get your credit together. Don't sit here and talk about, oh, my credit good. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not. It is not good. I know it ain't. So you can sit here and fool your subs if you want, but you're not fool. So I mean, I can't help you unless you're trying to help yourself. Like I said from the start of this live, I'm not here to bash you, but I am here to call you out on your bullshit. From what I see and what I'm hearing from you. I'm not dipping into no records or none of that. I'm just calling you off on the shit I see and the shit that you're saying. Hey, brother, you keep on saying that you know about our mama have to go to dialysis for 3 times a week. So I told you to call in. Excuse me. I told you to call in and come state your claim on that.
I had to pay over $700 to get them into a last minute Airbnb because nobody knew this was going to happen. I had to find an Airbnb and I had to pay whatever price to get them in somewhere. So I dropped $700 on that, right? And then turn around and have to pay $600 for a flight home when I'm flying home for free. Well, not for free, but I'm flying home on a ticket I already booked and paid $90 for tomorrow. I couldn't do it. It just logically doesn't make sense. I understand my thought process. The kids are safe. The kids are safe. The kids are ruined.
Okay. Now, she keep on preaching that to y'all if she won't. I'm trying to tell y'all that Frontier only charges $100 if you have to book earlier than notice, because they give you 24-hour notice. I mean, it's a 24-hour notice you got to give them. If you tell them in 24 hours, they'll do it for no charge. But if it's over, if it's over the 24-hour grace period from the time you originally supposed to take your flight, they're gonna charge. Trust me, I know. So you can sit here talking about, oh, I had to pay $600 difference. But okay, let's go off your narrative, because you sound like the goddamn rat. Let's go off your narrative. Now you say you make $30K a motherfucking month, bitch. Goddamn, I told you I tried, y'all, but it's coming out. You goddamn rat talk coming out of me. You say you make $30K a month. You make motherfucking $30K a motherfucking month. Bitch, it shouldn't be no motherfucking excuse to buy a $600 pussy ass motherfucking dollar ticket. Who the fuck you fooling? I tried, y'all.
The kids are clothed. The kids are fed. Not to mention, on top of the $700 that I spent on the Airbnb, which I don't care about that. The price doesn't even matter. I would pay more. I sent my mom an extra few $100s just to make sure they had what they needed. If she needed to buy anything, she could do that or whatnot. Okay, so that's almost $1,000 we're talking about right now, unexpectedly.
Like I said, once again, you make $30K a month. That $1,000 should have been nothing to you. Come on now. Let me go ahead and get back to this line right quick. Because she didn't fucking monetize the fuck out this video. There's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all again as well, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna hear her going live for a minute. She's gonna pull a rat move. She ain't gonna come out the hole until she feel it's safe and it's died down. Then she gonna go back live. Who we got on the line now? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, who we got on the line now?
I'm about to head. I'm just assuming other. I ain't really got nothing else to say. I'm about to come in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still on here, but I'm done really.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get back to the video.
Get on here and try to say, "Oh, she's so cocky. She thinks she's rich." I don't think that I'm rich. I say every day I'm not rich. All I say is that I'm making money for that. Now I'm not out here trying to act like I, have all this money and I'm over here, whatever. I do.
Now you sitting here saying that you're not trying to act like you got all this money. If you told your subs that you make $30K a month, that's a lot of motherfucking money.
We have multiple streams of income, but at the same time, I am not rich yet on any of one of those streams, or even adding all of those streams of income up. So I would appreciate if everybody just get off my back about that. I'm not rich. I never claimed to be rich. That's y'all. Y'all say I'm cocky. Y'all say I think I'm this and I think that I'm that, and I've never said that. That's you guys putting that on me. So come correct. So back to it.
I think you need to come correct, Chrissy, because you should have set the record straight, before people start thinking that, or people saying that. That could have been easy said than done at the appropriate time. People start saying that, then I believe you came off to the point like, hey, y'all mad because I make more money than y'all. Okay, then you're giving them clues that, okay, you must do make this amount of money.
$1,000 of unexpected expenses, and then on top of that, having to book a $600 difference to fly home that night.
Right, Ivy League, 30K is a lot of money a month. Now I remember somebody was arguing me talking about 20K a month. I'm like, no, she's not making no 20K a month, y'all. She's probably making like a good between 25 to 5 a month, y'all. It's not bad either. That's not bad still. But she's not making no 20K a month. Somebody try to, argue that because they seen the shit on Social Blade. Social Blade is just the estimate, and it's nothing wrong with going off Social Blade, but you can't say that's accurate. It's just an estimate. That's all it is. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull into the line because I heard the line going. Okay, somebody was saying something on the line. Who was that? Yeah. Who was saying something on the line?
I said $30,000 is not a lot of money with 9 children.
A month?
That's what I'm saying. A month. No, it's not.
So you can't take care of 9 kids off of 30K?
I don't think not. Doing what? I mean, just the basics, or getting them all involved in activities.
With the basics, 30K a month, you can take care of 9 kids. 30K a month.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can.
You could, I guess, the basics with food, shelter, and clothing.
You can do that with 5.
Okay.
But 30K.
I think you can. I mean,
to raise kids, it takes more than that.
Yeah, I know it's.
With that amount of money, I think you could, especially if you consider a lot of stuff for kids is discounted. Child rates and stuff like that. I think you could and get them involved in, in
A lot
and
of
some
stuff.
good stuff.
Right. With 30K a month?
Yeah. I don't believe she's making no 30K a
No,
month.
no.
But
She making no.
that's
I
why
don't
we're
believe
saying
that.
what
No.
I said, assuming
Right,
she's not lying about that.
No. She's lying about that.
Right,
Yeah, she's
right.
lying about that. But
Yeah,
like I
she's
said,
lying
she's
about
making
that.
like about
She's
$5 a
making
month.
that.
That's why I had to
She
argue.
needs to be held accountable for that lie then.
Somebody got a
Right.
bad
She wouldn't
feedback.
be getting evicted if she was making.
Exactly. She'd have
might
been
be
able to
then.
pay the rent for the
I'm
whole
a vote.
goddamn year of 1 month.
Exactly. She wouldn't be getting evicted. So that's bullshit. Okay.
When I think about it, it doesn't make sense. Unless my kids were in a situation where they were not safe or in danger or unhealthy, I did not see a reason to spend unnecessary money knowing I was going back to no home. Everybody wants to be a smart ass and have something to say like, oh, you're a horrible parent because you didn't fly home immediately. If somebody would have booked that $600 ticket for me, then
Now, somebody that said you're a horrible parent for not flying home immediately, I would have to agree with them on that part. I do. That's something I didn't mention, early on in the video. Flew home immediately, knowing damn well that your kids was being in the position being put in the position they were put in. But you wanted to turn up.
I would have left. Okay? Because I wasn't even enjoying myself anyway. I mean, I enjoyed myself being there. I try to live.
Exactly, Coco. She doesn't work outside the home. She hustling, but she's hustling backwards. I agree with you. She should have not been getting with you. I agree with you 100%.
In the moment, but my mind was not there with the girls. My mind was somewhere else. Okay, my mind was at home with my babies. So yeah, but I had to hold it out because again, I'm not rich. Again, I couldn't afford to do it all. And my job.
And again, what you saying that right there, Chrissy? I can tell you don't have fucking good credit. I can tell you don't have good fucking credit. Because what you could have did, like I said, 24-hour notice. You could, if let's say if they did give you that problem, we're going off your narrative, even though I know you're fucking lie. You could have held that ticket. Well, tell you what, let me make this ticket, or credit me for that ticket. Just swipe this 600 so I can get back home right quick. But nah, you didn't do that. So that's why I know she doesn't have no credit card.
To remember that when I get home, I have no home right now. I got to make sure we can make it. I had no place at the time. Did not know where we were, what we were going to do. I did not have a new place at the time. So I was just trying to be like, okay, this is emergency shutdown mode. Okay. That's what I was in. I just had to do what I had to do to make sure that I can't afford to spend over $600 on a ticket just to get home tonight when I'm going to get home tomorrow anyway. For the same $90 fare, unless somebody was extreme. I know this is a really bad situation, but can you hold out 24 hours? And if so, yes, I can save $600 and put that towards an Airbnb because we're going to need it because I don't know where we're going to, at the
Okay, let's stop right there. Because we going on what you said. It seems like I'm going to have to start treating her like the rat. Press 1 in the room if you agree I should go ahead and treat her like the rat. Press 1 in the room if y'all think I should start treating her like the rat. Because she gonna sit here and say that, oh, I could have put that $600 towards the Airbnb. But didn't you say that your mother went back and got the money from the landlord? Didn't you say that? Because if so, it sounds like she's going to be in a fucked up bind again in a minute, y'all. It really is. I'm going to get back to these lines as well. Okay. I'm back to the phone lines now. Yeah. Somebody want to chime in?
saying that's exactly what she said. More lies.
You say what now?
That's exactly what she said.
Right. I know.
In regard to the $600.
Exactly. I mean,
it's excuses. It's just
right.
a bunch of excuses.
Sounding just like the rat now. And that's the mode I'm popping in, you know what I'm saying, on her. And I don't want to. I really don't. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because I know she could do better. You know, the rat, she is just a terrible all the way around fucked up person. You know, she in fucking La La Land. Now she trying to convince everybody that she had to pay another $600. No, you could have paid just $100 motherfucking dollars. If it was, you know, like I said, past the 24-hour grace period. But you sitting here trying to tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, that you had to come out of extra $600. No, they ain't when they did it. You could have swapped that off. If a seat would have been open, you could have swapped that off with no problem. Hey, I gotta leave early. You know, this is you know, quicker than, you know, sooner than 24 hours. So they'd have put you in a whole other flight for, you know what I'm saying, the next flight going out. Now that's what you should have said. Hey, it wasn't no flights going out, you know, at the time for the ticket I had to swap it off. Then everybody could have bought that. But you sitting here talking about Frontier made you come out an extra $600? No, that's a lie. That's a motherfucking lie.
We're gonna do. I had to get back and make those plans. So I really don't appreciate people attacking me like you should have flown right home right then. Like, do you honestly think that I would choose to party instead of being there taking care of what I have to take care of? Do you think that I would plan to do something like that? No, I got stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, and this is what you have to do when you're in tough predicaments. You have to make decisions. You have to make decisions that aren't always favorable. Nobody wants to be away from their kids when something bad is going on. But shit happens, okay? I did the best I could with the situation I was dealt. I'm here now. I really like for everybody to just get off my damn back about it. I just, it's driving me crazy. Moving on. I don't have any more time to talk about why I did what I did, why I did the video on that. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the video. I sat for 30 minutes and I told you guys everything. I went through everything. Okay. One more thing.
Okay, you told everybody, you know what I'm saying, everything. Yeah, but you sugarcoated your bullshit. That's what everybody know. That's what everybody's saying. Everybody ain't fucking stupid. Everybody wasn't born yesterday, Chrissy.
I have to address is this check situation. People are talking about you have a misdemeanor, blah, 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 blah. First of all, F all of you guys. Okay, you can get a misdemeanor for a traffic ticket. You can get a misdemeanor very, very simply. Okay, a misdemeanor is not a felony and it's not treated like as such. Okay, I told you what happened. Pay attention. I told you what happened with the check situation with the last place that I was in. That's the check. That's the check. It didn't go through. Okay, it wasn't my fault. Okay, it was my check in my name. Yes, I own up to that. And as soon as I pay that, that's going to be off.
Okay, now she told us about the check situation. So basically, Chrissy, and then I noticed another thing. She edited that part out as well. Like I said, she's not gonna go live for a minute. I don't expect her to. She's not gonna go live. Not the situation you were dealt with. It's the situation you put yourself in. Exactly, Coco. I agree. People who are unemployed due to coronavirus or in a hard spot, you put yourself in this hard spot. Yeah, I agree, Ivy League.
My record, you won't see a misdemeanor there, okay? And I have no choice, I have to pay that by a certain day, and it will be done, okay? But I just like, don't pull up my record and start talking out the side of your neck like I'm some, like, whatever. What you won't see is no child abuse. What you won't see is no child neglect. What you won't see is no felonies, which I call a felony. What you won't see is no theft or no other ridiculous, stupid, out the wall type shit, okay? I'm not no hardened criminal, okay?
Nobody's saying you're a criminal. I wouldn't call her no criminal. Like I said, I don't think CPS needs to be called, you know what I'm saying, about this. Now, if they was still out on the street, yeah. but they not out on the street. So CPS don't need to be called about this, y'all. So anybody that's thinking about doing that, nah, don't call CPS on her. You know, yeah, motherfuckers do need to motherfucking be on our ass, but calling CPS, nah, I don't think it is. You know, it's worth. I know some people gonna feel different, but nah, it's not really. You know what I'm saying? The hardship that she's going through now, on top of what's going on in the world today as well. But she does need to be called the fuck out for wanting to be the turn up queen, supposed to going down to Houston for fucking business to turn up, and knowing that this situation was gonna come about. She didn't know when. That's the thing, but she knew the situation was gonna come about.
I've been through some shit. I'm working through my shit. Give a bitch a break, okay? Please. If you message me with any BS.
I gave you a break, Chrissy. I really did. I gave you a break. Sound like somebody else chimed in on the line. Let me go ahead and go to the line, back to the line again. Who we got on the line now? Yeah, who we got on the line now? Hello. Hello? Okay. I guess nobody ain't on the line.
If you comment any BS, you will be blocked. If you want to dox me, go on ahead. Go on ahead. Pull up every.
Okay, now she over there tripping. Talking about you want to dox me, go ahead. No, Chris, you don't invite no motherfucking body to dox you. The fuck?
Everything that you want to. But at the end of the day, can't nobody tell y'all what's going on better than me. And when I get settled and when I get straight, I'm coming.
Okay, she got another fucking commercial.
Just go to 20.
She got another motherfucking commercial. I thought somebody was on the line, but I guess not. Anybody on the line? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and bring you in, Cynthia. Okay. You got something you want to chime in on, Cynthia? Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you had something you want to chime in on?
Oh, no, I'm just listening. No. I was
Okay.
on mute. I just heard you asking who was on. Yeah, I'm on mute. I'm just listening to the craziness.
Okay.
Public records. I don't care if it's public record. You can't blast it on the internet to defame somebody's character. You guys think you know it all because you don't care. People say, I do anything for a check. Nah, there's people out here for me for a check.
Okay. I guess, you know something, she gets what everybody is trying to motherfucking go at her about, but she's want to overlook the fact. It's just she's saying right now, she gets it, but she just want to overlook the fact.
And the proof is in the pudding. Search my name. You'll see many videos of people who will do whatever it takes to make a check off of my name. And they want to say I'm pathetic and I'll do anything for a view and I'll do anything for fame. I don't think so.
I'd rather for people to motherfucking do anything to call your ass out than to sit here and watch them, you know what I'm saying, go to motherfucking Houston, turn it up, knowing they finna motherfucking get evicted and got motherfucking 9 kids back at home that's has been left out in the motherfucking cold for a hot second.
So baby, I do have a line. It's y'all that I'm worried about. Moving on. I don't have any more time to talk about that because I have more serious things at hand. Because of the coronavirus and I'm staying in Airbnbs, I told you guys how much of a difficult situation this is for me. I'm worried about my safety, my children's safety. I'm worried about everything.
Okay. Now you worry about your children's safety since you got back home. Now you worry about your children's safety since you got back home. But you wouldn't worry about your children's safety when you was down there turning up. That's what some things that people point out. I think once you'd have made that video that you dropped Saturday and came more clean about it, I think people will respect you more, not to come back at you. But like I said, once I listened to the video, I'm like, oh, the fuck up. Who the fuck she thinks she's fooling? Who the fuck she thinks she's fooling? You ever sound like the goddamn rat? You ever think you can fool a motherfucker?
Okay, like I said, we're in an Airbnb, and I can only do Airbnbs because this is the time that people are traveling to Las Vegas. Like, it's perfect weather. A lot of people travel here all year round, honestly. So it's hard for me to book an Airbnb a week at a time. So I'm usually having to book like 4 days at a time or whatever, however much I can get. I'm in an Airbnb right now, and I wanted to extend, right? And I couldn't even extend on the app because I get this message, which I'll put somewhere on the screen. Basically, the message says from Airbnb is to protect the community, we cannot book any last minute rentals right now or extend any last minute rentals right now. I tried to extend.
Okay. Somebody gonna have to reach out to Chrissy, because what's gonna happen, y'all? I'm gonna turn on the phone lines off. What's gonna happen? She's gonna fuck around and find herself in another bond, y'all. That's what's gonna happen. Because she's booking these Airbnb, costing her. It is costing her. When in reality, she need to get off the Airbnb tip. She needs to find somebody who doesn't mind temporarily renting space out to her for 2+ weeks and pay a solid fee. That's what she needs to find. She needs to get off that Airbnb. Yes, Airbnb can help, but the way and the rate she's going to find herself, depleting her savings and the funds that she has put to the side for this. So she's not thinking correctly, right now. That's okay. See, I just shut the line down anyway. So we got 6 minutes left on this.
Contacted the owner for this place, and he tried to extend for me, and he couldn't even do it on his end. So thank God, we worked something out to where I can just pay him cash. But this is getting serious. Okay. I can't.
Oh, it's getting serious. No, it's been serious since that as you said out of your mouth, and then that's another thing. You said out of your mouth that the lady said to your face that she wasn't gonna take your rent payment. But then when when your mom called you, let you know that they came by to put them out, you talking about you went back and got your money then.
We can only be here for another day, and then they have a whole nother booking coming in. So I have to worry about the fact that I may not even be able to book an Airbnb this week, another Airbnb. And this is getting expensive. The prices of everything is going up. People are raising their prices on Airbnb. It's absolutely ridiculous. All I need is one more week. We will be in our house in literally 7 days. And I just need to just get us to that point. And it's getting expensive, and it's just getting ridiculously scary.
Okay. Let me shout the I ain't been looking at this, y'all. Let me shout out the spiritual fund donations. Again, we just had one come in. I'm gonna shout y'all. Hold on. Yeah, I ain't been looking at it. Much love to Initials MT for your spiritual donation. Much love to MP for your spiritual donations again. Much love to VR for your spiritual donation again. I know I said I was gonna get into the rat, y'all, but look like we gonna do the rat tomorrow because I know a lot of people is not gonna be able to be mobilized, or some people. I know some people work from work. So what we're gonna do for the rat? We're gonna do her tomorrow. We're gonna do her tomorrow evening, not in the evening. Well, we'll probably do an afternoon show. Press 1 if y'all want an afternoon show. Press 2 if y'all want an evening. It'll be like 1 o'clock afternoon, or the evening would be the same time, 6 o'clock. So 1 for the afternoon, 2 for the evening. What show y'all want? Okay. But yeah, once again, much love to initials MT for your spiritual donation, and much love to MP for your spiritual donation, and VR for your spiritual donation. I want to shout y'all out. Let me see. Okay. Somebody said afternoon. Somebody said evening. Come on now. Let's go and get the votes in. Somebody said evening. Evening winning. No. Afternoon winning. Afternoon winning. Okay. I don't gotta get all the votes. I just want to see what I see more of. That's it. Hold on. Let me see. Now you only vote for one, Ebony Williams. Okay. I'm seeing more afternoon. Look like we're gonna do an afternoon show. Somebody said midnight. Man, motherfucker's gonna be asleep like a motherfucker. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, I do an afternoon show. Those I don't get tired up. I'll do an afternoon show. We'll go ahead and do that on the rat. Because we working on 4 hours right now with the strong mommy Chrissy situation. Once again, shouts out to my shadow watchers, shout out to my playback watchers, shout out to everybody in the chat, my mods. We're gonna go ahead and finish the last 4-5 minutes of this. Then we're gonna shut it down. Like shout out to shout out to everybody that came chimed in, you know what I'm saying, their point of view. We could agree to disagree over her. And that's what I like about this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own, different takes on it. And, that's what it is, this is what it's for,
Okay, I just spent time today sanitizing their house, okay, just to make sure it's sanitized. They had some Lysol here, thank God. So spraying everything down, just mopping the floors with Clorox.
Okay. Now she want to be coronavirus proof. When she know damn well when she went down in Houston, didn't proof that up, then coronavirus proof that up. Knowing her kids was back home, then coronavirus proved that up before she left. Now she want to sit here and talk about, see, I'm being a good mother. So yeah, she acting just like the fucking rat. Just like the goddamn rat.
I bought soap and water, just trying to make sure everything's sanitized because this is not our house. We are in somebody else's house. And although it's clean and this is a nice house, I just wanted to make sure that it's disinfected because we don't want to catch anything. I'm not letting the kids go out the house. They're not going anywhere. It's a very scary situation for us. I need to, before YouTube, before Instagram, before Snapchat, before fiddling with the BS that's being thrown out and all the unwanted, unnecessary commentary, I have to worry about home. And right now, my biggest concern is.
Okay, now you got to worry about home. Okay.
Making sure me and the kids are good for 7 more days and enough. And we can book our Airbnbs. If push comes to shove, we'll have to go to a hotel. We would just I know that we will all be more comfortable in Airbnb. And it's cheaper in the long run, okay? Hotels can get expensive. And I don't know, I'm getting nervous if
Okay, Chrissy. Yes, hotels get expensive, also Airbnb. Now, I will say this. Yes, you can work out something when you book so many days with an Airbnb, but from what you said in the previous video, that you guys are going to be fine because you found a place. Now, from my understanding, it's like you're just trying to get by until the place get ready. What you said will be ready in a week or two. So hopefully you should be fine. But if that's not the case, Chrissy, I'm gonna try to reach out to her too as well, y'all. Yeah, exactly. Airbnb could vary, but once you pay the fee and all that shit, it almost totals up to close to a hotel room. Mo, yeah, it basically does. It basically does. Thanks, Misunderstood. Appreciate that.
Y'all, if nothing else, pray for us. Okay. Say in a prayer. This rough patch is almost over. It's almost over. We're almost to where we need to be. Like I said, we have a brand new house, and I'm ready to move. Like, we're ready to go. I'm just waiting. We're just waiting. And mind you, I've already signed the lease. Okay, we are just waiting until our yard gets finished and things like that, and then we will be moving in. Okay. I also want to take this time to thank all of the support. Because at the end of the day, I get far more support than I do negativity. I know you guys see a lot of negativity because it's out there. It's on LSA, it's on YouTube with the reactors, but behind the scenes, people who are sending me messages of encouragement, DMs and comments on my Instagram far greatly outweigh the negative. So I really, really appreciate you guys for that. And I thank you. People have been cash apping me money just to help, and I'm so grateful. The support that I get from you guys, from the people who understand, from the supporters, like I said, far greatly outweighs any negativity that and that's what keeps me pushing, and that's what keeps me motivated. So I thank you for all of the emails. I've been reading pages and pages of emails today. All of the DMs, I've been reading DM after DM after DM, all of the positive comments on my Instagram, just everything. In y'all Snapchat, everywhere. I appreciate it in, and it really means something to me. Even if I don't have time to get back to everybody, it means something to me, especially right now. The worst thing, like I said, you could do is try to bully somebody or laugh at somebody. You have kids. A lot of these commentators, a lot of these reactors have children. And it's like, would you like somebody to call your landlord and tell them, things, or ask your personal business, or would you like people to try to get you out of your place, or whatever? How would you feel if somebody tried to do that to you? It's not fair that people just get to sit and make a mockery of me, and also try to get us up, try to ruin our lives, like literally trying to ruin my life, like literally. Now, I don't care about the other landlord, like all of that's done. I'm gonna deal with that when I move out what was legal, what was illegal. I'm gonna figure all of that out. But right now, I don't have time to deal with that.
Well, you need to figure out what's legal and what's not legal. You need to start coming on her talking about, oh, that's legal for y'all to sit there and call, you know what I'm saying, and get my personal information. No, that's public. Once he or she had filed that eviction notice, public. Because all they could do is call them, hey, I'm thinking about renting out to her, how good of a tenant she was. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, Chrissy. By the age of 30, I knew that. Now it's not like you under 25.
Like I said, my biggest concern is making sure that me and the kids can book Airbnbs. Right now, where I'm having a hard time booking Airbnbs, and it's been difficult. So anyway, nonetheless, that's all I really need to say. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with your girl. Thank you so much for hanging with me, for sending me supportive messages. At the end of the day, I know I talk about the negative, but I appreciate the positive so much more. I thank everybody who has sent, even if it was just $10 to $15 on Cash App. Thank you for that, because every little bit helps,
Yeah, it seems like our supporters, they're going to slim up again. It's definitely going to slim up again. This right here, She has no type of guidance, y'all. I could definitely see that. That's why she's popping off at the mouth like this. And the timing of doing a meet and greet, no type of guidance at all. Like I said, I'm gonna try to reach out to her, and see. I'm gonna tell her like it is, but at the same time, try to help her more than put her down. If she answers, see what we could do. She don't answer, that means she don't want no help.
I'm in a really trying situation, so every little bit helps. I thank you guys for that. Everything is going towards Airbnb and moving. That's it. I mean, there's really nothing else we need right now. I thank everybody. I've had people message me and ask me to help me move and everything. I just thank you guys for everything. Y'all are the real MVPs. I love you guys. I know that we will bounce back and come back 10 times harder, 10 times stronger, and that's what it is. Okay? I love y'all, and I think that's all I wanted to address. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys next vlog.
Okay. That was it for that. It was, like I said, that was a response video of everything that's happening to the backlash that she's getting. Chrissy, if you're listening, that's something you should expect, because like I said, everybody kind of, see your bullshit on an initial video you did Saturday. So, I mean, you should expect it. You know what I'm saying? You should have expected that. I think if you came a little bit more straightforward, I didn't say you have to really tell everybody your details of your business, but a little bit more straightforward, I think people would have respected that more. Because listen to that. You say she gonna cuss me out. Well, shit. Hey, she must don't want to motherfucking help. Get no motherfucking help. She must don't want to get no motherfucking help. Hey, I just leave it at that. You said, oh, her money going to wigs and fake eyelashes. But tell them. No, let me go ahead and shout everybody out again. Shout out to everybody that came up on the panel. Shout out. Show some love on Spiritual Donation. Let me read y'all out again. Initials MT, much love. Your spiritual donation. MP, much love. Your spiritual donation. VR, much love. Your spiritual donation as well. Shout out to my playback watchers. If y'all my playback watchers, if y'all find some timestamps and some good points, feel free to put them in the chat. That way I could go ahead and mark them. As well, my shadow watchers, shout out to y'all. And also my playback watchers, y'all can hit the likes for me as well. Until then, everybody stay up.